Hello YouTube. Hi, welcome. My name's Screamsmere. This is Second Wake. Those are the Seekers of Galanti. Hey, say hi, Seekers of Galanti.
Hi, Seekers of Galanti.
Hey, that's a horrible meme. All right, cool. So we are episode 37, nearing a year of broadcast. And I just have to stare listlessly into the camera and go, oh, shit. But yeah, hi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Did you wipe your butt? I hope you did. No one likes a shit ass. But yeah, so when we last played, stuff happened. Stuff being Kobold, Jones, and Celeste. They're new. So let's talk about that. Let's find out who was paying attention. I'm gonna pick on Kobold Jones. Kobold Jones, what happened last episode?
Well, let's see. We were in a room with a lady who was pretty sassy. She introduced us to some nice people that had issues with giants and some guy named the Black Ram. We helped talk them off the ledge of full genocide, and that we would try to go to a haunted black spire that seems really cool, and we're gonna get teleported there somehow magically. And yeah, that's pretty much all I saw.
Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Not to say that Kobold Jones is particularly long or short, but just in saying in storytelling sense. Don't want to offend anybody. So yes, the group had a discussion, bode farewell to their longtime companion, Bucky, who saw to it that he needed to return to the Elder Oak and the people within the Flitwick Forest to defend them from any oncoming or encroaching danger that could befall them. Doing so, the group was met with their contact, Agatha, a dear friend of the Lady Galanti from their higher in charge within Deaterwood. After speaking at length about the current situation at large, the group came to the consensus that the various struggles and fights and vengeance enacted against the Black Ram was ultimately a quest that they truly were unarmed in, as far as for information and intel and a more structured opinion on the world at large and how these large players are currently moving across the board and game as we so see it. After coming to terms with making peace instead of war, the group welcomed Kobold Jones and Celeste, finding out a bit about their characters. Kobold Jones being a purple kobold, who will soon have art, who is clad in heavy dwarven armor, and Celeste, who is a rather tall Asamar. Can I say Asamar? Asamar. Asamar. I've tried to pronounce it like 5 times, and I've messed it up every time.
Pronounced ASMR.
ASMR. She's like an angel in armor and feathers and beauty. But yes.
Eating
Yeah.
chips ASMR.
Oh, I don't have chips. I've got gum. Should I? I can't. I don't know if you. There we go. There we go, JJ, with the ASMR from Chips. So yes, she is an ASMR of the most fallen variety. Kobold Jones and Celeste both revealing themselves to, at one point, being Weavers chosen in their own right, or at least told throughout their long storied careers that was the path that the Weavers, the Realm Weavers themselves, had chosen from them upon birth. That both of them have walked away from at one time or another, now seeking to just do good in the world without the overbearing feeling of needing to ascend to godhood or an empty throne, to simply exist in the world and see to rule upon it and rule in circumstance as they see fit, rather than that being for the good, rather being for the good of how they see it. Might be cool. The group was also granted a number of funds due to their investiture and experience at a certain logging facility. The Lady Galanti making sure that their finances were in order and sparing no expense to ensure the funding got to the group. Additionally, the group has come to find that there is a connection between Fort Osen and Fort Pale, a connection that would see them circumvent much of their travel. After being provided a small collection of items and funding, they were informed that when they are ready to depart from Fort Osen and arrive at Fort Pale to then seek out King's Plummet and see of this blackened spire that has arisen from the depths of the earth, that they need only visit Agatha, and she will make arrangements proper. They still find themselves at this point within the small city guard office within the floors of Fort Osen. We have not moved the clock at all, I believe. And that is where you all find yourselves. The small office. Wow, we have like these lofi beats are cool, but I'm gonna like turn them the fuck down. That's the best I can get it. They're low. Okay, we'll try it. It just sounds like really chill and like vibing, and it was supposed to be like calm fantasy, but you know, whatever. You can't be choosers or beggars when you are begging for music to use. There we go. That's a sentence. You can quote it and put it on a shirt. So, Weaver's Chosen, specifically, F that, Seekers of Galanti, because two of you said to the Weaver's life, the Seekers of Galanti, you find yourselves now refunded, newly equipped, and with renewed purpose. You find yourselves within the office of the City Guard of Fort Osen, a collection of various races that currently call the fort their home, as it is between current ruling masters. What would you all like to do? You tell me. I'm just here for the ride today.
All right then. So, Celeste, Cobalt Jones, do we need to write up an official contract for your hiring, or are we just going to have a handshake and verbal agreement on your payments?
Handshake sounds good.
All right. And
I'm gonna go in for an elaborate handshake. Get you with the this and then the this, and then one of these.
if you come in with the right, all you do is rub the nub.
Rub the nub. It's a rub the nub kind of deal.
Good enough for me.
She's like holding her left hand out. No one ever wants to shake left hand.
Nub.
Your nub is probably the same size as my arm, so.
All right, so we hadn't really discussed the exact finances of it with the coin we have here, though out of game we had a little conversation of it. Was everyone good with the split that was mentioned? I think it was the 4 OGs getting 15 and the news getting 1250.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do.
So yeah, we will spend the time to divvy up the gold so that everyone has their funding for what they may want to look for. Personally, I'm just hoping to find a shop that I can either copy a spell down from or buy a few scrolls and materials to copy from. If I can copy, it's going to take much of the day. But that's what I'm hoping for. Does anyone else have anything in particular they're looking for?
Yeah, I need to get this. And he pulls out his warhammer. But magic, so I can whack ghosts.
Well, you are. Yeah, that's correct. That would be correct. Yes. We can try and find you a weapon at a good smith here. So that's anything that you might need in joining us. We really don't know exactly what to expect from Montserrat. Definite spellcaster.
No, I think I'm fine. I would hope we wouldn't come in contact with ghosts. But I mean, I think I'm okay.
Well, there's lots of things I wasn't expecting to come in contact with, but you never know when they're going to show up, so I wouldn't rule ghosts out.
There's one on the boat.
The haunted moon.
Captain Cold Honeycutt walks the earth again.
JJ, Orville?
I was thinking of trading in my sword, to be honest. Thinking about it. If worse comes to worse, I could probably mess myself up with it. But I was also thinking about doing maybe like a crossbow or some sort of ranged weapon, so I can maybe, get out of dodge if I need to. Just a little bit, not too much,
I mean, you may not want to trade it in depending upon what you can find. You might want to keep both options on hand.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see what there is. This seems like an interesting place. So.
Orville, how are old righty and lefty? You need anything else?
They're doing all right. Could go for some new wraps. I need about an hour in the sun with this here stick
Right.
before it gets too rainy. Before that starts coming down, and then
Too late here.
Yes, in the event that we go off stream, just know it's because we're in Florida, and right now there's a tropical storm apparently coming that I was just made aware of before this. So, yeah, read the Weather Channel, y'all. I'm too old. I can't. I need to I always thought it was like they would just send the magazines to my door. They'd be like, "Hey, dude, here's your subscription to the Weather Channel and like the TV Guide channel and like all the shit that my my grandfather was all about." I thought they would just mail it to me. Like you hit a certain age.
You didn't get any alerts because it's only a tropical storm and not like a Cat 3 hurricane, so no one's worried.
That's true. They're like,
I got
Because
two
we're
weather
Florida.
alerts.
You
I
got
got two
two?
weather alerts. Yeah, that pushed through my phone while we were cooking dinner.
I
That said
got one phone alert.
My car yells at me every time there's severe weather.
oh, fun.
I got nothing.
I only get I think I've gotten one push because I turned the push notifications off for anything that's like a non-violent crime. And so now whenever I get that push notification, I'm like, ooh, murderer, ooh. And I turn on, it's like somebody's on the loose from the prison. I'm like, oh, yeah, this could be it, guys.
One other thing, we do have. Would we have the potions that Bucky would have had, or
Yeah, I
you just
assume
took all
so.
his stuff? I wasn't sure.
No, I think I posted that. Being that there was a whole crate of them, I doubt that one person was carrying an entire crate, especially one person with low strength. So
Oh, well, we said we'd split them up, but I also wasn't sure.
yeah, I think there's 8 left, something like that.
So we'll just take 2 of those each, and we'll have kind of 4 left for the pile then. And these are for both of you, in case of emergency, for helping someone out, or if you need it on your own. A couple of normal healing potions.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Feel free to add 2 healing potions to your inventories. Pray you never need them.
Yeah. Well,
Now I got 6.
Ooh.
oh wow.
Rolling that.
All kinds of setup that we don't know about, or maybe other people do. I'm the one who's not on the system that can look at other people's equipment.
I don't look at other people's stuff.
I'm gonna pour them into 40-ounce bottles.
That's
Ooh.
fine.
Kobold 40 hands.
We'll
Honored
get you a hat that puts 2 potions in it, and you just chug them down. All right then. If we're ready, we still have the room. I might need it for copying some scrolls down, depending on what I can find. But why don't we go and take a look at what's available here?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you guys exit the boardroom as a group. The few kind of city watchmen, what smatterings of their military exist, kind of look over in your direction. Many of them are still doing interviews, being like, all right, can you tell us exactly what they look like? And just general police work, paperwork at their desks. One of them looks up to your group and kind of holds their pen up in the air, and looks to you, and you see this kind of aged looking, kind of scraggly bearded humanoid man that seems to have kind of almost dogged ears that seem to have been cut and kind of cropped at one point or another, and looks to you and goes, you all you're rolling out from your meeting?
Yes, we've finished our meeting, though I think we were offered use of the room if we need it further.
Oh, were you? Okay, yeah. I tell you what, you just help yourself to the tavern on the first floor. We got important business up here today, so if we don't have you guys coming back and forth all day long, that'd be great.
Is the tavern a quiet place?
I mean, I can be quiet, you know. You just yell at people to shut up.
That's fine. We'll let Agatha know you said that.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
What's your name? What's your name? Badge number?
My name badge. I don't have a badge number. Who carries a badge number? No, my name is and you see them kind of like lean back a little bit, and he goes, my name is Duvalo Softpaw.
Soft paw?
Yeah, because I got
Got
such
it.
soft paws.
Right. Okay.
At this Orville. Let me see here. Actually, I can check myself. Years of not paying attention. JJ, go ahead and roll perception because your passive is high enough. Oh, JJ logged into D&D with no dice today. Shame. Everyone in chat, get those. If you have the pathetic emote, make sure you use it. I can't look at chat, but
I
spam
had
that.
fixed my stuff.
Oh,
I had moved stuff around.
there we go. Just get all the spams out you can. Make sure we shame JJ for not having their dice out.
It's a 19 plus.
19 plus. All right, easy enough. Yeah, as Celeste kind of writes down this gentleman's name, you like kind of narrow your vision and look past this this officer, and you know that there's a small kind of like nameplate on the desk next to this individual, with Davalo soft pads on it.
Is his name or last name familiar at all? Just being a
base
creature
insight.
type person.
Yeah, base insight. You know that it's a name you would give to somebody without a like formal forename. Likely somebody who is of the shifter race or has shifter blood within them. Typically
Gotcha.
those who herald from wolves and lichen and dogs.
Gotcha.
Okay, I guess we're gonna excuse us. We're believing. Excuse us.
You are excused. Have a good day. Do no harm. Do no harm.
I'll try.
Yeah, you try. After I'm done with this paperwork, we're watching you. And you see them kind of like return back, and they start filling out like documents on their desk. You guys make it to the kind of impromptu elevator that exits from the fourth floor, and you start making your way down. Where are you guys headed to? You let me know.
Kobold Jones and Miss Celeste, do y'all know your way around Fort Osen?
You guys would have been here a couple of days.
Yeah, we know around. What are you looking for? I'll help you find something.
Just shops that could help Miss Vell in particular, because I know she's got quite a lot that she'll need to do. And you know, anything that perhaps has magical weapons or weapons at all.
Yeah,
Sure.
we can figure it out.
Uh-huh.
Just in that general area, you know.
Let's see here.
I don't know anything about this tower.
I know about the tower, I just don't know what's here right now.
That is the issue on the table.
I do think the second floor was named as a place where lots of the market is set up, though.
Yeah, you know that general trade is on the first floor for like people coming and going, that just want to set up like a pitch tent or like a carpet and kind of deal out of it. The second floor does have a number of small shops. If you are specifically looking for somebody with spell casting ability that might have things on sale, Celeste, being that you are more magically inclined than Kobold Jones, you would have heard of Jakuk, and Jakuk runs a curiosity shop on the second floor that is a rather small kind of building where you know that there are different types of alchemical and magical reagents being offered for sale.
Okay. It's right second floor, right this way. Jakuk is right over here. Got the works. They have they got it all.
All right, lead the way.
So
I just went straight for it.
Yeah, you guys ride down. You arrive on the floor, levels off. You come to unlike the first floor, it's much cleaner. It's less like an earthy ground, and it's more paved over as it's actually part of the foundry. You can see these heavy marbled floors that kind of run this white stone across the place. Any little bit of dust you see on the ground seems to sit there, and like even for some of you who might have dirtier boots, as you take a step onto these white stone floors, any dirt left behind sits there for a few seconds and then crackles, pops, and vanishes. And it seems as if there is some type of ward on the floor itself to keep things pristine and white. Celeste leads the group easily enough onto this kind of small little curio shop. You look over it and there is this kind of intricately made sign hanging overhead. Does anyone speak Aquan? No? All right. What you see is this kind of like strange looking wave design that kind of cuts through with words that are kind of carved into the various parts of the water. The front of the shop has kind of a nice blue and green structure to it. But again, you're looking at a store that is probably no bigger than like a small aquarium store, like a small kind of like pet shop sort of deal. And as you see the front door, you know, there is a very heavy looking bell atop it.
Does it look like ring the bell before entering, or it'll trigger when we open the door?
When you pull the door, it'll trigger.
Yeah, okay.
Just letting you know.
Thank you for leading the way, Celeste. I will enter.
All right. You guys open the door. You hear ching, 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 ching. And you look out and you can see this small store. The standing room is maybe 20 foot by 20 foot. Very cramped store with heavy shelves that hang to the walls and cling to them on what appears to be threads of like steel cable that have been woven in. Everything is in small boxes and jars and beakers and bobs and bits that kind of linger all over the area. At the back of the store, you don't actually see a counter or any formal kind of normal looking area that would denote a shopkeeper or counter. Instead, you see a small high rise about 3 feet up from the floor that then ends in a magnificently large blue and starry pillow. Sat atop it is this very old barnacle encrusted shell of a creature and a very pointed kind of star pattern with red and green hue hat that is very pointed, almost like a Mickey Mouse sorcerer hat sat beside it. As you all slowly enter in, you see a small kind of webbed claw reach out from the shell and grab this hat. And you see the shell slowly begin to turn and twist, and a long outstretched neck reaches out. And you see this individual put this wizarding hat upon their head, and they look out, and you see, oh, is it?
Good day.
Is it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, then. I believe that would be your opinion. Welcome, my name is the incredulous Jakuk. Oh, what brings you in, people? And you see this in this turtle is now sat up. You can see on their underside of their shell this vibrant, intricate pattern of runes and arcane writing. Vel, you know that the majority of this writing is absolute nonsense gibberish. From what you can tell and some insight of the group, these don't look like purposeful marks. They look more like when somebody is attempting to get the last little bit of ink off of a quill, and they kind of just draw the line on like their pants pocket or a spare piece of parchment, and they're just all these like half-drawn runes that run the length of the underside of the shell. And you see this individual go, oh, hold on. And they reach up into their hat, and they turn the hat over, and they reach their webbed hand into their hat, and they pull out, and you hear, and they pull out a cat and they go, that's not it. And they chuck it into the wall. You hear poof, and it explodes into fairy dust. They reach back into this hat and they pull out a bunny. They go, no, that's not it either. And they throw the bunny into a wall and it explodes. And they go, oh. They finally reach through, and inside they produce these two small Benjamin Franklin style glasses, and a small little crab is clinging to the other side of it. They put the glasses on their head, and you see this crab crawl up into the hat and back through this open portal. And he goes, you're a whole group, aren't you?
That we are.
What can I do for you?
Yes, I was hoping that you would perhaps offer a traveling wizard to copy any spells you may have, or if you would not offer that, to sell scrolls.
Sell scrolls? I could sell you... Well, I could sell you wizard scrolls, or spells, or components, or insight, or lessons. I could teach you the piano.
Unfortunately, I really only have the till the end of the day, so I don't quite have the time to learn piano, and would be a little tricky for me.
Okay.
But yes, if you offer copying of spells here, or perhaps have some scrolls that I could look through.
Oh, scrolls. So I have spells that you may purchase, but I don't have any parchment. No parchment. No parchment. But the spells I have available, right? The right? Oh, this is my left. To the left of me, not to the right of me. Oh, you can see how confusing that might be. They're right over here, young lady. And you see this large shelf that they gesture to, and there are no scrolls, there are no paper, there are no anything that seems to bear the resemblance of a spell scroll, but there are these really adorable, like, puka shells that are like little, like, almost hermit crab shells, and written on them, shockingly enough, are spell incantations that have been written and scribbled on the complete outside of the shell in magical ink over and over and over again.
All right. Do you also sell perhaps the inks and resources to copy these over to my personal spellbook?
Inks. Yes, I have ink. Yes, magical ink, in fact. We make it ourselves, won't you know? Well, not we. He makes it himself, and we purchase it from him. But yes, I can provide you ink. How much would you need, dear?
I won't know until after I've had a look through your shells.
Oh, well, of course. There are those there, and then there is this here. And then that's all there is, my dear.
I think I'll just need to look over the ones that have spells on them.
Well, this
Although
one
you
has spells
probably
on
have-
it. And
Yeah, I realized that as I said it, honestly.
He kind of like rolls over in his seat, and you see these two little like flippy legs kind of like kick, and you see this little like wiggly tail kind of like slowly turn 180 degrees from the party. And on this crustacean invoked shell, the kind of the wizard kind of grabs the top of his hat and shakes it over his back, and you see some dust fall out of the bottom of it, and revealed an illusionary script is a history of spells that have all been carved into the back of this old turtle shell. He goes, I have these spells on offer if you want to learn magic. At the very bottom, I must ask that you not read that one.
And I could copy those directly from you?
You could for compensation, as I would have to sit with my back to you, which I find terribly rude and would need compensation for being rude.
Of course. I suppose I'm looking for a couple spells in particular, though I may only have the time to copy one or two of them, depending upon how patient you are.
Well, have a look and let me know if anything catches your eye. Except for the
Okay.
last one. That's not for sale.
Understood.
So you read the back of his shell?
Yeah.
Okay. His spell book, his shell book, contains the following spells: Find Familiar, Fog Cloud, Grease, Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Cloud of Daggers, Flaming Sphere, Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blindness Deafness, Sleet Storm, Stinking Cloud, Animate Dead, Bestow Curse, Blink, Conjure Minor Elemental, Dimension Door, Arcane Eye, Banishment, and Blight.
Okay.
And then at the very, very bottom, you start to read Jakuk's family recipe for crab cakes.
Shit. It's too bad I have to leave that there. Do the spell shells have any other options?
You look over the shells, it is mostly the spells that this old wizard knows.
Okay.
The only one that stands out is you see a strange looking kind of like golden shell that is actually two shells put together that makes the shape of what almost like a faux looking apple. And the spell on that is Summon Beast.
Okay. There are some interesting options here.
That's good. You're not going to read the bottom, are you?
No, I am not going to read the bottom.
That's good. If you read the bottom, that would be a shitty thing to do. I got him again. Oh!
You got me all right. Yeah, I would. How much would it cost to, for compensation and to copy the alarm and the arcane lock spells?
Oh, I would only charge you, we'll say 125 gold per spell level.
Right. And then the fees for the inks?
Well, that would be as normal for whatever it is you do. I know. I am not a conjurer of cheap tricks, but I can copy conjuration rather cheaply. I went to school for it, you see. It's very funny.
That's a very useful school. I've specialized in necromancy myself.
Oh! Neat! You see, like, their little wiggly tail kind of, like, curl back into their shell.
Okay, so I'm just doing the math here. So it's 125 and then 250. And then 50 in inks and 100 in inks?
Sounds right.
Okay.
For the rest of you, you see this Jakuk kind of turn and angle their large kind of turtleneck towards the group and go, oh, for the rest of you, do you need anything in the magical variety? I am a trained and accomplished conjurer.
Is there anything near the door?
Like near the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look over. There's like a small little like tube, full of canes and umbrellas. It's like directly near the door.
I'll grab one and be like, yeah, what does this do?
Oh, we'll say you pick an umbrella. You pick an umbrella up, and he goes, "Oh, that there is a cloudy day umbrella. It's for people who don't like the sunlight. Don't open it indoors, or you'll find yourself shot."
Okay, whatever. And I'll just put it back away.
You like stuff it away, and then you like pull your hand back, and your hand's wet for some reason. You're just like, the hell? And they kind of like wipe some water off.
Might you also have the gold dust needed for the arcane lock spell, and perhaps 1 or 2 incense packs for summoning a familiar?
Oh, yes, I have the incense packs. And you hear, Charles! Oh. He pulls his hat back off, and he reaches in, and he like winces and pulls out, and there's like this little crab again, like clipping on to his finger. And he goes, "Charles, go into the back and get some incense packs for this young lady." And the crab kind of releases its grip and clops onto the ground and crawls under one of the nearby doors into the back room. He goes, "Charles will grab that. For gold dust, we unfortunately don't have any of that, but I do have." Reaches into their magic hat again and pulls out a golden nugget. "I have this nugget." And he puts it right into your hand. He goes, "Also, I have this shredder." And hands you a cheese shredder. He goes, "You just have to work really hard at it, but you'll get gold dust out of that, I swear."
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it does. I'll charge you 80 gold for the nugget, and the shredders on the house. I personally don't like shredders. They don't get along with turtles.
God damn it.
Well,
You wanted to do NPCs on stream.
I'm sure there's a story behind that.
Oh yes.
Would I?
In my youth, I was quite the adventurer.
Would I damn you. Would I be able to tell if I think that this nugget is worth 80 or
Are you trained in insight?
no.
No. I mean, he says it is.
Okay.
You can have one of your
So,
friends
no.
who have that skill. Yeah.
What about just like a gold coin or something like this? Like, what if I shred this? Does that work?
Yes, I would be able to do that as well, though I didn't have the shredder to do it before, so I might need someone's help if you don't mind. Orville, you're pretty good with judging value, right?
I suppose, yeah. Seen a thing or two in my life.
Ooh.
How would you judge this nugget?
It's shiny.
Okay.
I
look
assume
it
you're
over.
asking me to roll
Yeah.
insight on it.
Roll insight might be
Yeah.
a good idea.
Alright. That's a total of 7.
7.
Yeah.
You look it over. This is
It's shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny. You're like, is Orville one to overguess or underguess? Your pick.
Overguess.
Overguess. You're like, well, this might be worth 100 gold.
Oh, wonderful. Sounds like we're getting quite a deal then. Alright, yeah, so I will add that on for 80.
Okay.
And then 2 packs of incense for 20 more.
And Charles comes back, and you hear this like thudding sound a few times, and you start hearing this like clip clop on wood. And then at the very top of the door, this kind of, you note the door has a doggy door at the top for some reason instead of the bottom. And you realize at this instance, the door is put on backwards. And so the crab crawls out from the top and swings out of this doggy door and then lands back on the turtle. and slowly crawls down the turtle's arm and hands you these 2 bundles of incense packs.
Cool. Alright. So yeah, I'll gather up the coin for all of this, totaling 625 by my math.
Sure. I'm not gonna count it.
I'll hand that over and get the ink, and well, everyone, I'll be here for about 6 hours.
Oh, right.
Did you need further compensation?
Right. Tell you what. Where's your book?
Right here. I take it off my hip.
He reaches for it. He just
I'll let him have it.
he grabs it and flips through it. You have a number of spells in here. These are neat. Okay, and he goes to a blank
Thank you.
page, and you see he reaches back and picks up a paintbrush, and kind of like looks over and goes, "Where did I? Oh, Stanley!" And pulls his hat back off and reaches through, and you see these tendrils whip out and wrap around his wrist. And he, "Oh, Stanley!" and pulls out this squid. And you see this squid with this little golden crown stuck to its head. And he goes, "Darn it, Stanley." And he takes the squid and sprays the squid. This ink sprays all over this like very large, almost carpenter paintbrush. And he just slacks the spot where your spell is and just presses your book up against it and pulls it back. And you have an inverse of the entire spell written in your book. And he flips to the next page after he waves your book a few times to dry it. And he does the same thing to the other spell. And he kind of just hands you your dripping ink book. He goes, "There you go. Now you don't have to stick around all the time."
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, did you still need more ink?
Does this work? Is this?
You look through it. Go ahead. You're trained Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to recopy these still because they're all printed backwards. But
Okay.
they're all there.
Yeah. I'll the cost for the ink that I was in the gold I have here for you.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, let me. And he reaches over into a small drawer, like this, like little bit. It's not really a drawer. It's like an open crate next to him. Reaches his hand in there and pulls out these 2 like conch shells, and he holds Stanley kind of over. He goes, "All right, Stan, fill this one up." And you hear this like, and he's like, "No, Stanley, we just fed you yesterday, you little." Ugh. And he squeezes the squid, and you just see ink spray all on the inside of this conch shell. He goes, "Not gonna measure that," and just hands you this like this conch shell that has no lid. Hands it to you, and it's like bubbling with like this blackened squid ink. He goes, "Magical ink, fresh from Stanley. Guaranteed to work. Might have overfilled that one. Not entirely sure." Orville, again with insight, you look it over. This is probably like 5 levels worth of spells and ink from like what you've seen Vel buy before. The squid can't really denote how much to put in the conch shell. It just goes when it's scared.
All right then. So I'll hand over the gold and carefully. Actually, I'll hold. I'll probably have someone else hold. I'll have someone else hold that. You hold this for a second, and then here you go.
Yeah.
Pay him. And guess I'm ready to.
He takes his hat off and just upturns it. And you pour the gold in the hat, and it disappears. And he puts it back on his head. He goes, "Oh, deal of the day, Stanley. We're gonna eat good. Sorry, I flip that over. We is me. I'm eating good tonight. You're Stanley. You don't need any food, you little fatty."
See? I told you it was a good day.
It was a pretty good day. Yes, it is. I once knew a unicorn who said that all the time.
And what happened to them?
They,
No idea.
I don't remember quite, really.
So you don't still know a unicorn who says it all the time.
Well, I know of them. Very cool people. Unicorns.
Does anyone else think they might need anything from here?
Anything I can help you with? Anything at all?
Eh.
Yeah, you got any like tasty seafood in the back?
What?
No. All right.
That's no.
Yeah,
Why
like
would
some
I-
crab rangoons.
What? No. I would never eat my fellow sea creatures. Never. Never. And you see like their like friend crab that got you their spell focus like snips their claws a little bit angrily. And it's like, you crazy kids. No. Not even once. No matter how delicious it was.
All right then, sir. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Okay, I will. And you have yourself that thing you said.
Well, thank you kindly.
Okay.
While all this is going on, I guess JJ would have been looking around at all of the doohickeys everywhere.
Oh, there's a
for
lot
lack
of doohickeys.
A lot of doohickeys.
Mhm.
Is there anything that's weapon-esque, or should she just leave it be?
You kind of like look through. Is JJ trained in Arcana?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
No.
You note a couple of
Oh,
like weirder things.
She is.
Oh, she is? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So being trained in Arcana, you look through and there's a lot of like macabre and just strange devices that are in this store. And like overall, like Jakuk's store is kind of just like, it is by very loose definitions a wizard shop, but in like actuality, it's a bunch of crazy bullshit. You see like puffer fish that are like blown up and preserved and hanging from string. And you're like, what the hell? But then it says like kobold flail. And like there you see like another one that's just like a big thing of coral and it says cudgel of coral. And you're like, those are probably weapons it would sell that are sea-based weaponry, but like they don't seem inherently magical. They just seem very mean. You kind of go through and you note that there are like small bits and bobs, like potions that have been brewed, that all have different like elements. There are bottles of like colored sand, that there are like different elements to it, like water breathing and things of the nature that might be closely related to these like kind of effects. The only thing you really see that would be considered like a weapon, you note there is a long piece of what appears to be like barnacle encrusted coral, that has a wooden knob that seems like the knob has kind of been ripped right off of a ship's wheel and kind of faceted to it. And it is no longer than about 4.5, 5 inches long. And it seems to be made in the kind of feeling of a wand. And it is currently on 2 little brass hooks that seem to be well worn and rusted fishing hooks that is now hooked on the wall.
Mr. Jakuk, what is that doohickey wand up there, sir? If I could ask.
Oh, a discerning eye have you. That is the Coral Wand of Storms. It puts the power of the ocean's wrath at your fingertips.
Does it like summon storms or something?
Oh,
Or-
it summons storms, controls storms, makes the storm your best friend that owes you $5 still. Yep.
How much is it, if I could ask?
Oh, for sale. You never asked. Should I sell it?
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, I could, though. Sure, I'll sell it to you. I think 3,500 gold pieces is fair.
You know, I might just have to think about it. Are there
Oh,
any downsides to this thing?
numerous ones, yes. It's made out
Okay.
of coral, so if you sleep on it, you'll probably cut yourself. If you mishandle it, you'll cut yourself. If you rub it on your friends, you'll cut your friends. And you will be unable to drink fresh water ever again. But you can drink seawater just fine, and your body will adjust.
Unfortunately, fresh or seawater ain't everywhere. That sucks.
Well, you can make it.
You could make salty water, couldn't you?
You could. I hope you do. Otherwise, you'll be dehydrated and probably die.
I mean, you'd be able to summon it with the wand.
Yes, the wand would pave your way. Oh, it also gives your skin a bit of a nickel-y color.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I might take you up on it. I'm keen on things that perhaps aren't the best for me. So
Oh, well,
we'll
then
see how we feel.
You are not interested in this item whatsoever. This is the best for everyone. This one's a doozy.
It's a good sales line. Best
Understood.
for everyone.
Yep, absolutely the best. Never known anyone who was disappointed by that wand. Especially not because the sea owes them money or anything from a card game. That's why he hooked it up there on the wall.
Do you do you play Collected Company too?
Collected Company? No, I do not. I play Collected Conquest. What's Collected Company?
Oh, shit. That one. It's been a long few days.
What? Has it? Are they making the days longer now? How much longer have they made the days? I thought they were 24 hours. Are they longer now?
They're
Sometimes they
28 now.
feel.
They're 28 days now? What do you need all that time for?
Who knows?
Who knows indeed?
What?
Hmm?
We have an extra deck.
A what?
We have an extra one of them decks.
Oh,
Or
that's
I
fun.
do. Do you know if you can like sell them or if you just like say your friend that had one dies? We haven't really reached that conversation, have we? We should have asked that question when we got these decks.
Probably would have been a good thing to ask, yes.
Huh. Well. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you are welcome, ma'am.
Well, if everyone's good here, shall we make our way? Thank you for your time and the spells, Mr. Jakuk.
You're welcome, Miss Necromancer. Question, if you might. Are you a trained dancer?
I am not.
Well, that is unfortunate. Because you're gonna have to boogie to your next place. Got him again!
Yes, perhaps someday I'll be able to call myself a necrodancer.
Oh, there's curses and such things.
Right then, let's boogie.
Exactly. Look, she said the thing I said to her. You wouldn't understand. You're a crab. So yeah, are you guys exiting Jakuk's shop?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You leave Jakuk's shop. You head back into the open streets. Where do you guys want to go to from there?
I need somewhere to sit and copy these, but it's actually not pressing.
No, it is
I
a
should like
pressing.
to-
It's 2 pressings actually.
Yeah. I hate when the universe makes fun of me and it doesn't have an NPC to play.
Vel,
Ahem.
I do need to take some time myself to sit down and partake in some studies. So,
Well, I'm actually hoping we can find somewhere where I could buy a large jar to put this ink in, because it's going to get spilled everywhere.
We could go to the general store. They always got shit like that.
Sounds good. Lead the way.
yeah, that sounds great.
You head into a general store?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's
Let's
where
see.
we meet a guy named the General. He yells at us for half an hour.
I should have thought of that, but I
No
didn't.
insurance.
Is he gonna give us a quick rate online?
Don't tempt me with things I want to do. Let's see here. A ye old general store. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, you do have that. Give me 1 second here to pull up their stuff, so I know what they have in stock. All right. So, you guys head off. Kobold Jones leads you guys throughout the second floor, just a bit of ways. It's only a few hundred feet from where Jakuk's area is. You come to a small little like shop that is less a like full store and more like a newspaper stand. You see it kind of folded out with various bags, rope, and accoutrement kind of hanging from these 2 boards that extend out from the main kind of like front desk area. You see hanging in the back wall more gear, equipment, various sundry goods, rations, and like boxes and crates of like over collected material that just kind of seems to sit like pretty much like military rations and like and you see a rather disinterested looking half orcish woman with kind of like dark brown hair about to her shoulders. She is of a kind of muscular build and is wearing effectively like almost like a newspaper New York style apron over like just very simple clothes, and she has her head on her fist and is looking down and leafing through what appears to be just like a small novel. And as you kind of approach, she raises a hand and goes, "Oh, hey, Jones, the kobold, right?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's up to you. What you need? Hot stuff?
Looking for a jar.
A jar?
A jar.
Oh, big ticket items today." She
You
like
know how I do.
yeah, she reaches under the counter and produces a single glass jar with a wooden stop on the top of it. She goes, "Run you a silver piece, Jones."
Hey, is this gonna do for you, though?
Does it look big enough, or do I need something more?
It's about the size of a mason jar. It would probably be more than enough.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good.
All right, here we go. I'll just kind of shuffle through my bag. Pull
Hmm.
out. I guess a gold. I don't have any silver at the moment.
You
And then-
you put a gold down. She takes it, slides it. You hear it cling in a bunch of coins. She looks down, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
JJ
she-
just gives her.
Well, she
the
sets
It's
down-
too late.
She sets down 8 silver. She goes, "I'm short on silver right now, Jonesy. You're gonna have to take 8."
Okay,
All right.
and then I'll go ahead and select it. Can I insight her? Do I think she's lying?
Oh, she's 100% lying.
Okay, I'm still just gonna take the 8 and I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah, you saw her when she held the 8 coins. It looked like her fingers couldn't pinch another coin in there, and rather than just be frustrated to go back in the box for another silver, she just told you a lie.
Oh, well, that's all I need.
Do you have any small pouches that would just carry a little bit of material?
Mm-hmm. And she points to your left and to your right where all the bags are. And you note there are like satchels, there are backpacks, there are like belt pouches that are all just on like small little individual hooks. She goes, pick out what you like.
I will get a just a little belt pouch that I can put the gold in once I'm done shaving it.
All right. Just that one?
Uh,
2?
Orville wants a full backpack.
A full backpack. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All
You
right.
you see they're all just like standard leather backpacks, like basic sundry equipment. She looks it over, she goes, run you 5 silver for the backpack and 2 for the belt pouch. Call it 7.
That sounds good. I'll pick this one up, Phil. Like
You sure?
on silver. Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Or we'll just hand over a gold piece.
She takes it. You hear it clink in the box. She roots around. She's like, And she puts a stack of 10 copper. And she reaches back down and puts another
Oh,
stack
don't-
of 10 copper.
Don't worry about that, man.
Hmm? You don't want your change?
That much copper? No, thank you.
All right. She takes her hand and like places her hand down in front of the 2 piles and just scoops it off the counter, and you hear it cling in a box full of other coins. Get
Does
you
anyone
anything
else need that?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Well, you have yourself a day. Thank you.
So,
Peace out.
Orville, you said you wanted to take care of a couple things. Do you want to head down to that tavern, see if we can find a quiet corner?
I need to find a place in the sun to sit, so maybe outside somewhere. If that sounds amicable to you. I know it's gonna rain here in a couple of hours, but I was hoping to catch a spot of sun for an hour or so.
Yeah,
before-
that's fine.
Before it
If
got too
we
nasty.
just need an hour, I can get one of the spells copied over, and we can do the other one later. Sounds good.
That's good. What about the rest of y'all? Y'all want to go get something done, then we can meet back for lunch somewhere?
I still gotta get
Yeah,
my
that-
hammer.
Yeah, I can go with them to do whatever, and Morgan can go with y'all, or I can pick up anything she needs as well if you need anything. Did you want me to look for like hand wraps, Orville? You mentioned hand wraps.
I'll pick them up anywhere. I just need some new leather. It'll be fine.
User.
All right.
Vel, do you need anything before we split up?
I can't say that be anything. I suppose if you come across anything that you think might be of interest to me, let me know. But especially if you find anyone else that happens to have any spells or scrolls in stock, I don't have too high expectations, but would be good to know.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's go. Let's meet up at that tavern in a couple hours, in an hour and a half or so.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds wonderful.
All right. So the 2 of you head down to the first floor, out the main gate, and into what appears to be, it's slowly rolling in for cloud coverage, but it is still kind of a bright and sunny morning, leaning towards like the mid-afternoon. But the pair of you find a nice quiet spot outside with there. There's a number of places in the shanty town, like benches and tables. They kind of have like those nice picnic tables outside that you can sit down, have a nice place to yourselves, and not have to really worry about anyone bothering you while you guys sit and relax.
Yeah, Orville, let's start by... You probably have steadier hands than me, so I'll just cast Mage Hand and hold the new bottles so we can transfer the ink over from the conch.
Yeah, between Orville's dexterity and a mage hand being literal, like, one-to-one movement, like it's a crane game, you manage to transfer it over safely without much mess or fuss.
Now I have a conch shell for whatever I need. Wonderful.
Yeah, you can, if you want to put on your inventory, conch shell container. It can hold liquids.
We need to
Nice.
enchant that for sending perpetuals.
It's the conch
Or
shell.
augury, so I can do the magic conch.
Yeah, magic conch. All right, so
We'll get there.
that'll be the pair of you. For Celeste, Kobold Jones, and JJ, where do you guys want to head?
We go to the weapon shop where they might have some magic weapons.
All right, no problem. You head off to the magic shop, or not the magic shop, or the smithery. You know of two in town, depending on what you need to do. You know of a general smith on the first floor, name of Luska. It is run by a dwarven individual who is far from home and is known throughout all of the tower to be rather ornery. And then you know somebody on the second floor who runs it's not so much a smithy, but it is a like buy-sell trade, somewhat of like a pawn shop. Where people kind of sell off their various adventuring equipment, and various retired military have gone to sell off their weapons and armor that were standard issue. They tend to have more like, right tool for the job, whereas the dwarf on the first floor actually runs like an actual smithery, rather than what you might need.
I've probably been there, right? If I'd been to the general store. So do I think that his smithing skills are like decent or good? Like where would I rate him?
Are you?
Proficient in smithing?
Yeah, are you trained in smithing tools?
Yes, I am.
All right. You know that their quality of goods is great for where you're at. It doesn't compare to elven smiths or like, but it'll beat most orc, goblin, or satyr weaponry that you tend to find near Aurelia. It's not anything to do with like any type of like speciality, but he does take custom orders. There's definitely a difference between a dwarven smith in a dwarven city, where there's a lot of competition, and a dwarven smith out in the wilds. It's like step up from regular, but not like anything like, and it was handed down from the first human kings. Like, it's kind of where we're at. Like, we're talking like a Honda, not a Ferrari. It's reliable. It'll get you there.
I'm partial to dwarves anyway, so we'll go to the dwarven smith. To
Alright.
Luska's.
No worries there. So you head down to the first floor. So you guys ride the elevator down, most likely. You guys come into view of a small kind of like open aired smithery on the first shop. You note there are various barkers that are already down on the first row of Fort Osen that are like, hey, need magic in a pinch? Magic in the palm of your hand. Come over here, sir. Oh, do you want to know about local events? Hey, we have local news coming in fresh every day. Like, and people just like calling out from like various tradesmen that are on the first floor in this area. Towards the back wall, and again, this is more of like a stranger instance, because having an indoor forge is always a bad thing. The heat that is brought out from it is typically pretty bad. But you do note a single dwarven individual with a military cut into a long braid that hangs out of the back of their head. Their beard is shorter, to say the least. It only goes to a little bit past the clavicle, which is short for dwarves, but it has 3 large platinum bands that run the front of it all the way through. The individual has very intense and fierce eyebrows that kind of run up and down, and has those little hatch marks near the sides of their mouth that says, "I don't smile a ton." They're clad in a leather jerkin and currently overlooking the area with their elbow kind of planted and forearm down on an anvil as they have a big mug filled with like a froth brim of beer, and they kind of sip through. And you kind of approach up, and you see this dwarven individual, and he looks to you and goes, "Oh, hey. Fancy suit you got yourself in there, dragon."
Yeah, I'll speak to him in Dwarven.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. My dad gave it to me.
And you see that he puts his mug down and speaks back to you in Dwarven, which for anyone who doesn't speak Dwarven, it is legitimately, I just treat it like if you've ever heard a Scot or an Irishman speaking. It's close enough. We play in stereotypes on the stream. But it comes back to you and goes, "Well, now, not often I hear a lizard speak in the right tongue of the king. What brings you by, boy?"
We're in the market for some weapons, and I thought where else to go than a Dwarven smith.
You're right there.
The best.
It looks as if your friends are wearing garbage.
Yeah, they don't have very good taste.
You can tell that.
I'm going to try to help them out a little bit here.
Ah. Oh, you think I'm going to help them out and you're going to take credit, huh?
Well, no, they know where it came from.
Of course they do. So long as you remind them, of course, eh?
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay. My maker's mark is on everything I make, so that's how that is. Might and we return the conversation a bit to what they can understand for these pretty ladies.
Sure.
Sure. And they're gonna... 1,000 pardons, my darling people. I understand from your associate here you're in the market for some weaponry, maybe some armor that's worth a shit?
Sure thing. If you've got, I don't know, something a little more light, so I can stay light on my feet.
Light on your feet.
Yes, sir.
In Dwarven, he looks to Cobalt Jones. She's fucking serious.
Well, I mean, just look at her.
You came to a Dwarven smith for light on your feet. It turns back to Colin.
No. Hey,
he goes,
hang on.
Of course, light on your feet. What did you have in mind? Half plate? It's half the weight of regular plate.
Hey, this is probably not a place for you to buy armor. You just focus on your weapons here.
Right. Looking for any sort of rapiers or crossbows of the lot, sir.
Crossbows and rapiers. To be an elven maker in the world. I can't do you one for the rapier, as personally I ask for consent before going into a fight, but I will say, at the very least, I could offer you a longsword. You seem the type.
It could work.
Could work.
What you got?
Well, I have here a fantastic longsword, kissed by the sun itself. And he kind of like moves back into like an open tray and produces this like kind of like resonant red blade of a longsword and sets it down on the anvil in front of you, kind of like setting like a small worker's cloth on it so it doesn't like directly connect with the anvil. He goes, "Of this you'll find no better make. It has been blessed by the rays of the sun itself, and thusly will stand toe-to-tip with any blade you might find from a moonweaver." Yours today, at a steal, for 700 gold pieces.
JJ, do you think that you can carry a longsword?
I don't think so, to be honest.
Oh, not to worry there then, lass. We'll figure you out. I have a book here that would serve you very well. And he heads back a little bit, and you see like this very small shelf of books, and he produces a larger tome and blows the dust off of it, and he pulls the sword back and sets it on the anvil for you to look, and it is a cover written in Dwarvish.
What kind of book is that, sir?
This is a book of my own creation. It is one that I wanted to impart upon a number of curious individuals who are lacking in a certain department, such as yourself. It is, I am Luska Ferreira, and this is Ferreira's Fitness 101. It'll teach you all the proper methods for push-ups, sit-ups, and crunches. You'll be wielding a long sword in no time, alas.
How long do you think it'll take me to be able to wield that bad boy?
Oh, you? With all your natural ability? Tell you what, I think with this book, you're gonna want volumes 1 and 2, but in a year, maybe, 2, you could be right there, physically fit and swinging away at, whatever might you find a need for.
See, I don't think he's gonna have something here for JJ. Maybe he has something here for you instead, and we could always go to another shop, for JJ. We don't.
Look,
Listen,
y'all are good. Y'all are good.
Dwarves have everything. They're the best. We know, but for JJ's purpose, she's a little weak on the arms, so we'll have to check somewhere else for her. No offense, JJ, you're great.
Yeah.
But dwarves are made for frontline hardy people, and that just
Hearty people? Big
JJ,
women,
so-
giant women, in fact, are usually the front line, not you, tender-footed folk. I tell you what, obviously I might not have a sword for you. You said her name was JJ? Is it Judd? How do you pronounce the name?
JJ.
JJ. Okay, like two birds floating away. And just about as strong as two birds clutching a coconut. So let's see here. I do have something more in the range weaponry you might find, and reaches all the way and goes to the back, and you see this tall case that is about 4.5, 5 foot tall, and it's like a sealed wooden case, and he kind of wipes the front of it and goes, perfect, and he slides it along the ground, and he goes, here you are, and he sets it down in front. He goes, this right here, hold over from the last war. It's a bolt thrower. Need only an eagle eye to wield this one. And, of course, proper setup. It takes a couple of seconds to set up.
Gotcha.
But you've got friends.
Certainly. Could I take a peek at inside the case?
Of course. And he kind of takes it and sweeps the bottom of it with his foot and tilts it, and then slowly and you see his arms flex for a moment. He slowly sets it down. He goes, just need to get the key for it. One moment. And he reaches back behind his anvil and pulls out a crowbar and goes and opens it up, and you see inside a bunch of hay all laid in it, and he kind of scoops out a little bit of it, and inside you see a portable ballista. So how about that? Find your fancy. Take down an army with that one, you could. Have you ever seen an elephant?
Have not, sir.
Giant gray-skinned creatures. I've always wanted to ride an elephant, but I've never made it that far east. So I've always wanted to hunt one down. I've been made to understand that this can not only take out a few horses at a time, but also an elephant, and only a few shots. Yours today, 1,100 gold pieces. Guaranteed to kill what ails you.
I will have to think about it, sir.
Think about it. Deal of the day, you're going to think about it. All right. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong customer here. Ma'am, in the shite armor, what can I do you for? Looks as if you've seen some battle, and he has the end of the crowbar, and he taps all the various scratches and breaks in Celeste's armor that has been spot welded back together, or reforged and rebent. He goes, seems like you're wearing a bit of a garbage can at this point. Can I interest you in a new suit of actual armor?
Sure.
Of course.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I'll get you a nice suit, dwarven plate mail, with,
Only the best.
of course, only the best,
with my own apparati attached to the underside, lets you get in and out of it as quick as a skip.
Okay, how much would that run?
1,700 gold pieces, yours today. With dwarven protection runes hand carved in by yours truly. And he points to the far side of his forge, and you see this again. Like, this armor's probably been forged years ago and has been sitting here because it's expensive, and he's in a tower of people who aren't exactly going to war every day. But you see this, like, kind of like very nicely made, thick, heavy looking, like several inches thick plate mail that doesn't look like it bends or bows very easily. And there are a number of like leather straps that are like protruding from this like weighted mannequin.
It's fantastic as that sounds. I'm a little short on funds today. But yeah. So I'll definitely be back though for it.
Of course, yep, you'll be back.
Sounds like
Sounds like a plan, yeah.
Steal. Yep.
Like a steal, yeah, even. Fair prices for fair labor. All right, so then, how about you? We're 0-2 here. What am I owing you there, sir? He looks to Kobold Jones.
Yeah. So, I need one of these things here, but I'll put my Warhammer. But I need it to be magic so I can whack ghosts.
Right. Okay. So custom order. I can do that. What's your budget and timetable here, friend?
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have any already enchanted Warhammers around here?
No, why would I do that? Do you know how expensive a magical item is? Are you aware?
I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have any. Okay, well, let me lay it out here. Magical items don't degrade over time. Their sharpness is almost never in question. Most oozes and creatures of the night cannot lay purchase upon them, and thus they're passed down from family to family to family to family to family as an heirloom. Now, that being all well and good, it doesn't much make sense for me to keep a number of magical items crafted and ready and prepared if they're just going to sit for exorbitant prices that no one's going to be able to afford. Your dear friend here can't afford a proper suit of plate mail and thinks herself a warrior.
Yeah, that everyone's is probably just me, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what. You, as I've said, I've got this longsword here. If you're looking for something that can find purchase on some more evasive creatures, this would be the one to go with. Alternatively, I do have myself a small axe that I have done the same proper treatment towards and onto. Yours today as well, 700 gold pieces, and it'd be about the same. And he pulls out, and again, it's like a red bladed. It almost looks like a sunburst over the blade of the axe, as if like it's been like heat treated several times over, and strangely so. And it has a long dwarven rune in the very middle of it. The sigil of the sun is kind of emblazoned on it.
Well, what does it do besides be magical and hit ghosts?
That'd be the long and short of it there, friend. It's also warm to the touch.
Okay. It's not cursed, right?
No, why would I sell you something cursed?
Hey man, I've been in some places before, even from dwarves. So, okay, yeah, that sounds good. 700 gold.
Okay, the sword or the axe there, friend?
The axe.
Okay, so go ahead and add to it that you have. You can make a custom item for it if you want to in D&D Beyond for a sun-kissed battle axe, is what it is. It functions exactly the same as a moon-touched weapon, which is that it counts as magical. The only difference is instead of glowing, it is just warm to the touch. It is perpetually warm. So if you find yourself in cold climate, you're good.
Can JJ real quick roll a history check on the Moonweaver?
Sure, go right ahead.
Comment.
Well, it wouldn't be, you're trained in history, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know that this dwarf would refer to moonweavers as elven smiths. People that worship the moon and try to impart moon attributes to their weaponry and like kind of craft. So like mithril armor, lighter stuff. Specifically when he was introducing the sword, he meant to, again, kind of allude to many elven people would know that a very common open like magical item for weapons is a moon touch sword. It's kind of like a very common item for when you need to deal magical damage in combat. Most elves will offer it as a thing. His take on it is his comparison, his Pepsi challenge to it is a sun-kissed weapon instead of a moon touch blade.
And just so I'm clear, that is not a weapon, right? It's just moon touched, so it goes through the magical property.
Correct. It is considered magical for the purposes of overcoming damage resistance or immunity. But that is that, and it's warm to the touch. And that's the only thing it does. Same thing with like the moon touch weapons are common magic weapons. They're listed as common in the player's handbook, and they are considered magical for the purposes of overcoming damage resistance. All right. So with that, is there anything else you guys want to do here at Lusca Ferreras? No? All right. So you guys will, Kobold Jones, you want to mark off your gold? Good to go there?
I did.
Okay. So as we come back, it's about 8:40 now. So let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We'll come back here at 8:50. Do a little bit of bio break, some snackages, refill the water, and we come back, we'll see where the group's at and see how people are going. All right, folks. We'll see you guys in just a second. We'll be back shortly. Peace. Hey, look at that. We made it back. Everyone's where they're supposed to be. Hopefully everyone had a good break. I know I did. Anyway, so when we left for break, the group was shopping, looking around for weapons that could fight ghosts because, I don't know, apparently they're going to fight some ghosts. That's cool. Maybe a kick-ass ghost. But they had met a rather curious turtle, and now they have spoken with a dwarven smith on the first level who has some older projects up for sale, and one has been purchased. And with that, yeah, it'll be all good and well.
Why don't you just let out that laugh one more time now?
What? Oh, hold on. I have this thing. What do you mean? Oh, it just came through. Okay. Hey, that's cool. That's a cool challenge that has no ill consequences. So neat. I see it, and that's fun. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, that was us going on break. This is us coming back. Some time has passed overall to kind of go shopping, a couple minutes here and there. Orville is attuning to his stick. Vel is scribing spells into her spellbook from a pressing into a formal use. For the three of us here, for Celeste, Kobold Jones, and JJ, what else would you guys like to do? One of you found a magically appropriate weapon, albeit not exactly their preferred weapon, but something they can use in a pinch. What about the others of you? What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to hit up that other shop.
Okay, on the second floor. Okay. You guys head back up to the kind of like small hand operated lift. Find your way back on the second floor. You head to the other kind of like weapon and armor shop. This kind of like general depot that you know of. You see the beginning of this shop is kind of very like flat stone carved and piled high. It's got like a red brick, almost like a fire station look to it. It's got a lot of like heavy bolted metal across the fronts and backs of it. And then as you kind of open the door and enter in, you see that it is very much like almost like an army surplus store. You look at rows and benches that have various swords and sheaths, kind of angled and sat up, barrels that have like broken and like chipped weapons that have been like war used, and like some of them have like a little sign over it that says like fairly used or like lovingly cared for, like weapons. You look at the walls, there are armors that are all shapes, sizes, bits and pieces, from gauntlets to breastplates to chainmail, and beyond. You see different crossbows and bows that line the walls here. It's a fairly larger store, but not so large as to like, be like, I can't see where you're going. Effectively, if you've ever been to like a shoot straight or like a gun range store, it's kind of what you're dealing with here, where there's a nice large heavy counter, and then in the back there is an individual sat back there. You see there are a number of patrons that seem to be of like half elven and orcish descent, that are looking over the various wares and goods. You note that in the back, behind the main counter, there are a number of weapons that are on display that seem to be of much higher quality than what's kind of out in the aisles. And sat behind this large counter, you see a rather larger, more kind of built individual with heavy curled horns that kind of wrap almost like earmuffs around. They have a bandana that's been tied over the front of their forehead, and they're sitting there with a kind of like a scraggly looking beard and a very small kind of pencily mustache, and they kind of like are sitting on the counter. The jacket that they're wearing is various browns and greens, almost like a camo look, and you hear them kind of like go back and forth, and you hear, "Hey man, price is the price, brother. I mean, either you pay the 5 gold or you can just leave it there and get out, man." You see this like orcish individual, "I won't pay 5 gold for this. It's broken." "Well, why do you want a broken weapon, man?" It's like, "Take your 5 gold and be done with it," and slaps it on the table and snatches up this battle axe and puts it over his shoulder. And you hear him kind of call out and go, "We're leaving." And you see a few other like orcish individuals kind of exit the shop. You see this satyr sat on the far counter, kind of look out and give you like this kind of like lackadaisical, like, "Hey man, have a look around. If there's anything you need to get a price on, or like a question or something, just talk to me, man. I'm here for you, you know?" Hey, you guys are cool.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Anyway.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, JJ, let's go over there and look at all those crossbows. Try some out. I'll see if they're worth their salt.
I was just gonna ask him what he's got in particular. But I suppose we could do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess whatever you want.
She'll go up to the counter, to the satyr, and just kind of ask, how much do your crossbows run? And, you got anything quite special here?
Crossbows running. Yeah, man. Awesome. Most crossbows, if you find one up off the wall, run you, like, let's call it 25 gold pieces. And then, I'll do you a deal. I'll throw in 10 bolts, any crossbow you buy today, just so you have some ammunition, you know? Anything special? That is a question, my guy. Yeah, no, we have special stuff. Yeah, hold on. And he like turns and looks to the back wall and goes, "Yeah, I got some stuff. I mean, like, if you got, I mean, it's not 25 gold pieces though, man. Like, I gotta make a profit, you know?"
That's totally understandable. I totally get it.
Man.
Don't-
Totally, yeah, totally get it. Yeah. No, word. Yeah, word, man. So yeah, I've got I'll show you a couple pieces. I got a couple of, a couple of decommissioned pieces that you could probably find use for. He goes and he reaches kind of like off these like little hooks, these little display pieces. He produces a hand crossbow that is very small, like no bigger. Like you could tuck it in like at your hip. It's like a tiny little thing, and it's got like a weird kind of like brass crank on the side of it. He goes, "Here you go. This one's pretty neat. I bought it off of this really rad gnomish general guy. He was super stoked to sell it to me. Apparently his family modifies these so that they shoot twice. Is that fucking wicked?"
That is pretty interesting. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, I have to ask, like, I don't want to be a bummer, but like, if I get 400 gold for it, be pretty good. But it holds 2 bolts at a time, so if you're pretty quick on the trigger, you can fire them off, pretty quickly. You do have to reset it afterwards, though. So like, use sparingly. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
You got anything else?
Oh yeah, no, of course. I
could
mean,
be like
that's no,
black
yeah,
ones.
oh, it's cool. Yeah, I got other stuff. And he goes, and he takes it and like slowly puts it back on the hook and looks over this wall of like more like specialty pieces that he's come through. He's like, "Oh, this one's sick. Yeah, hold on." He lifts this very heavy, like long, heavy crossbow and sets it down there, and he kicks out, and there's these 2 little like metal pieces that are feet that kind of like sit down on it. He goes, "Check this bad boy out right here." This one's called the Spine Thrower. I picked it up off of a traveling, adventuring type of individual. I think he was some type of Weaver's Chosen back in the day. Anyway, it fires these long needle-like bolts, custom ammunition, very exclusive, very rare. I'll sell it to you today for 800 gold pieces, but it's said to be able to pierce through even the thickest of shields.
Can I history check the spine thrower?
Sure, go right ahead.
Or that's a 10.
It's a 10. It must be its name. It's right on the side, written. You look on the side of this heavy crossbow, and in like gold filigree, it says Spine Thrower.
Does this look like a heavy crossbow?
It is a
or
heavy
with
crossbow. Like it's got a full, like, effectively you're looking at the like light machine guns, or like heavy machine gun of the crossbow family. You look it over, and it is about 1.5 times the size of a normal heavy crossbow. And it actually has like little feet that kick out, so you can like lay down and like actually get an angled shot with it. But looking over the track that the bolt runs, it has a very large inset groove. He looks back and pulls one of these large kind of spindly spines, and you look, in the bolts that this thing shoots have like little fractals of metal that seem to be kind of like broken at the front. He goes, "Said to tear through any shield it's put up against."
That's spicy.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
for
it
when you
would
need
be a
to
little-
really, I mean, when you have those nosy neighbors or whatever. Home defense is what we sell mostly.
Gotcha. That makes total sense. That
Yeah, man.
definitely
Yeah,
makes
man.
sense. Okay.
Hey, you seem kind of cool. Do you mind?
Do I mind?
Do you mind?
Do I mind what?
Like, he kind of like gestures to like the side of him at the counter, and you see this long stem pipe that's still kind of smoking.
No, I don't particularly care. It's your establishment.
Hey, cool, man. Thanks. And he goes and, when I first got stabbed back defending the Grove, I could not for the life of me get over the pain, and man, they know how to make it here in the fort. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Oh. We were
Home
talking
defense.
home defense, crossbows, blades, anything special you might have.
I got.
She'll look up on the wall, see if there's any like rapiers, any other crossbows, and like studded leather armor.
Okay. You look over the area. You do see a suit of leather armor that seems like really really well made and together. There doesn't seem to be a single mark on it. There are all these like small little kind of like metal it's not so much that they're studs. What it is it looks like there's two pieces of leather that inside they've put like a strip of metal, kind of more like what you'd see in like traditional Kevlar versus like studs, because as we know in real life, studs would kill you on armor. You should never do that. Fact of the day, do not make studded leather armor. Gary Gygax was a fool. That is a fun history fact for the day. But he show you see that you do see not so much a rapier, but you do see a scimitar that's kind of curved and like more of like a dueling scimitar. And then you see a small collection, and it's almost like a potion rack, like a little line of a bar with about 4 little daggers all together in it that are all seeming like different hilts, shapes, and sizes. But there doesn't seem to be any other like crossbows back here. You see a ton of like regular mundane ones that are old, like standard issue military, both elven and dwarven and gnomish make, but nothing that really stands out past these two.
Okay. She will point to that armor and ask about that.
Oh, that one? That was a field commander's coat back in the old Aurelian War days. Used to belong to this real trip of a man, like absolute just mess of a person from what I've been saying. Real stickler for prices too. I'd have to ask 700 gold pieces for it, but when you wear it, it doesn't look like armor, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
I think that it
right?
can make sense.
Have you ever like thought?
I have had thoughts.
It's crazy, right? Like,
Sir.
at the end of the day, we're like people. Now follow me here. We're people on a place, on the earth, in a tower, on a floor, in my store. Is that crazy? That's nuts, right?
Yeah, that's totally crazy.
Like, wow, man. You seem cool. Your friends, little weirdos. But hey, man, I was a little weird in my day, too.
They're sweet folk.
True, man. True. Sweet folks.
So,
Sweet.
All right. So, what if
What
I
if?
take that coat, right?
All right.
That
all right.
really nice coat,
Okay.
and then one of the crossbows, and maybe like, let's say 30 extra bolts just in case.
Right.
How much
So,
you
like,
think that'll run me?
like one of the regular crossbows?
Yeah, I think I gotta do one of the regular
Alright.
today.
We'll do,
You know.
we'll just call it like 750 gold, my dude.
Okay, all right.
Get you a light crossbow, 10 free bolts. You pay for the next 20 bolts. Armor on the shelf for 700. Sold it your way today, my guy.
You mentioned the Grove, right?
Yeah, man.
Um,
Fucked up place that place is, man. Let me tell you. Woo, man. They're trying to put shit in people out there. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Really? I
Yeah,
used to
man.
know.
Bad trip.
Used to know another satyr. Actually.
Oh, yeah? Cool. He's
Yeah.
a cool dude.
He was a teammate, co-worker.
Coworkers are cool. I like coworkers, man. I don't have any because I own my own business, but like, I've heard they're cool. I've heard they're pretty cool people. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. She will count out 750 gold.
All right.
And she'll just kind of peruse and browse as Celeste and Kobold kind of look at whatever, see if there's anything perhaps that Vel or Orville might be interested in.
All right. Yeah. So he'll count out the 750. He tells you to pick any light crossbow up off the wall. He reaches down behind his counter and puts out like a bag with 30 crossbow bolts in it, and then goes and unhooks, like takes this long pole and unhooks this like suit of like kind of like metal banded leather and sets it down in front of you. And he goes, "Do you want a box for that, or like you gonna wear it out?"
She will go ahead and put it on, kind of
Oh,
snug it up.
man.
Did you say who this belonged to? Do you remember the fella's name?
Man, that was a while ago, man. I don't know. I think his name was like, I don't know, because like here's the I'm gonna level with you, all right? Elves have some complicated ass names, bro.
I
Like
agree.
they're never just like George or Greg or like, you know, Phil. They're always
Yeah.
like Philalandrel of the sacred butt or whatever. Sacred butt. Yeah, man. I don't get it. Personally, not my thing. I mean, I respect all cultures. Don't, you know, I sell home defense, but like we're not singling anyone out to use on home defense. But you know, elves are just needlessly complicated, man. Like, you ever thought about that? Like, we're all named. Like, we all have names, bro. But like, why are their names so much longer than ours? Like, does that make them better?
As one of my good friends, Calliope, said,
Calliope, that's a good name, but
Got-
it's a little
got
long,
lots-
a little long.
got lots of vowels, and vowels are, you know, she says they make a name special.
Is that a thing? All right, well, your
Yeah.
elf friend Calliope sounds pretty rad. She should come by sometime. We'll have tea.
Yeah, she's definitely an elf, let me tell you.
Yeah, it sounds like an elf name. Calliope, come on, pretentious. I mean, you know, whatever.
Right. Where is Buddy currently?
Buddy is very confused, standing still. The last time you saw him, he was still on the elevator. And when you returned to go back to the second floor, he was still on the elevator. At this point, he wasn't sure if he was supposed to go with Orville and Vel or with you guys, and has just been stuck in analysis paralysis for the better part of like an hour. And it's just like when you guys return to the elevator, he's like, "Oh, hey, hi," and you guys, "Yeah, I think we should go to this other shop." Blah 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 blah. And he's just been standing there in limbo, like,
Oh shit. Can I get another another crossbow and 30 more bolts, please?
Sure, man. You can pick
Awesome.
any crossbow up off the wall there of
Great.
the light crossbow variety, and get you some bolts. So call it 45 gold. That sound cool with you, bro?
Yeah, sure.
Cool,
That's
man.
fine.
Awesome. Yeah, rad. Hey, remember, these are only for self-defense, okay? Don't go killing anyone with these.
Right. Right.
All right. All right.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Um,
God, Man, I'm so sorry. I have to ask your name because I'm technically selling you weapons. What's your name?
JJ.
JJ. Cool. Awesome. And he like goes and reaches down into the counter and pulls out like a small little book that has the branding of the city guard on it. And he opens it up and you're looking through and it's a catalog of everyone this satyr has sold weapons to. It's like, I always forget to ask for the name before I make the sale. You're gonna be mad at me, man. And writes down just 2 J's and is like 2 crossbows, armor, 60 bolts. And then there's like name, items bought, and then there's a list for like reason for purchase. And he just puts self-defense, and you look and every single person's listing is for self-defense.
It's true. Great.
Hey man, no problem.
Thank you.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Get out there and defend yourself.
Great. Awesome.
Hey,
Thank you.
no worries. Hey, your friends, hey, you guys need anything? Little wallflowers, man? You see anything you like? Any questions that I can help you with?
Do I see any warhammers on the wall?
You look on the back, and there isn't a warhammer. There is a cudgel on the back of the wall, like a big, long, like heavy-looking thing. That is a heavy weapon. And it looks like it's carved out of some type of bone or like tusk of something.
So that'd be a two-handed weapon.
That'd be a two-handed weapon.
No, I'm just along for the ride. Thanks, though.
Hey, man. You live your truth, bro.
I'm just going to point to the weapon that you just described. What's with that one?
That one?
Mhm.
That one's a whole trip, man. That's the Fang of Kragna. You ever remember Kragna? You remember those stories? They ever raise you on those? I don't know where you're from. Where are you from, man?
Would I know anything about that?
Are you trained in history or nature?
Neither.
Okay, so
No,
no.
I guess.
The answer is
Okay.
no.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar with no.
Oh man, Kragna was a real piece of shit back in the day. Tore through much of the Aurelian area. Was this big honking, and I mean chonky boy, like fuck, like half a mile long, big old purple guy, and would just ravage most of the farmlands and mining operations in Aurelian kingdoms. This is one of the weapons that was made out of its teeth. It's fucking choice, bro. Absolutely choice. Strictly for self-defense, by the way.
No, for sure. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to hear anyone
fine,
like,
obviously.
you know, I got killed by Kragnaw's cudgel. I mean, I don't know how would I hear if they died? Man, do you know that people can speak with dead, bro? Have you ever thought about how invasive that is? Like, you're fucking dead, and some cleric's
Crazy.
like, "Cha, man, answer these questions for me." I don't want to answer your questions. I fucking died, bro. God, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking crazy.
As
So,
JJ talks to Basler, Basler's like, "This guy's not all there."
Jesus.
So, and how much do you think that would run? Like roughly?
Oh, roughly?
No, I know. Yeah, dude. Like, how much are you thinking?
Man, no one's ever wanted to buy it before. I feel
Oh,
like
that's not good. That's kind of bad sign, right?
yeah, it's a pretty bad sign. I normally
Oh.
okay. You know what?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color, my dude?
Dude, probably purple.
Purple.
I'm feeling purple. Yeah. Yep.
Purple's a good color. It's like a superior royal color. I feel that about you. Your aura says that about you, for real, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, right?
It's a good color. I mean, it's not the best color, really, but like,
What would you
it's
say is the best color?
Hey,
Just-
watch what you say, buddy.
for me, whoa, hey man, no offense, bro. Like, don't get all purple out of shape about it, bro. Like, I'm not disparaging purple people, my guy. Okay? I'm not even like that, okay? Don't
Alright, just making sure.
fucking judge me like that, bro. Don't come at me sideways, okay? Because I'll
just felt a little
self-defense all
repressed.
over you, man.
Oh, whoa. Jonesy,
right.
he's sorry about that. He didn't mean that. You know,
That's
he's
what
a
I
little
thought,
sensitive.
man.
He's purple. You know, he's a little
No,
sensitive.
I understand that.
So he
I'm-
just
That's
you
all right.
know.
It's all right. No, I mean it's cool. My favorite. I would say like the best color is probably like. Well, it's not really like a color though, bro. It's like that feeling of like a beautiful morning, getting rid of the darkness. You know, what is that? Like sunlight.
It's like a soft yellow, you know?
Soft, yeah, man. Just that warm feeling like you've been out all night and nobody wants to go out and party with you, but you go and party anyway because you're living your truth. And then, like, it's morning and the sun is angry at you, but you're just happy to, like, see it. You know? Like, what? Yeah, man. Bright yellow. Just that feeling of, like,
maybe a
you're
burnt
living.
orange. You know,
Burnt orange, man.
That's a little
Fuck yeah,
aggressive.
bro. Yeah, 100%. So purple. Yeah, normally I'd ask like 27 for it, but purple. I'm vibing with. I feel a purple aura from you. I feel this connection, my guy. For you, let's call it 1800, bro. 1800 gold pieces. Yours today, man.
Hey, what does it do?
What does it do? It's a fucking tooth, bro. It does everything a tooth can do. Chews them up, spits them out. It self-defends you. It's good for home invasion. It's good for hunting. It's good for when you happen, the most common aspect of it all, when you happen to be in a den belonging to another individual and they have stuff that you want, the most common type of self-defense.
I get what you're putting down.
It's not your fault that they got aggressive, bro. Like, oh,
You got it. You
stow
got it,
the
JJ.
aggro, bro. Stow the aggro, you know?
I get what he's putting down.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not trying to put anyone down. Let's be clear here. Like, I think I'm being misconstrued a little bit. I'm just trying to express that you could use these things for these purposes, man. That's all I'm trying to do, bro. That's it. You know, sorry about the purple thing, man. Like, I don't mean anything about it. I know that's not a choice. You were born that way, man. That's just your truth. I get you, bro.
Yeah, water
Hey.
under the bridge.
Hey, we good? He reaches his hand down at you like a fist bump.
I'll return it.
All right, you fist bump him. He's like, yeah, bro, fuck yeah, man. You know what? 1750. You guys are cool. I like you guys. You guys are cool.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing. How's 1200, right? Because, like,
Ooh.
purple, and we're all vibing, you know? Like, we're all in it to win it, you know? And listen, self-defense is really important nowadays, you know? And so I really feel like this could really defend me in my time of need. And you never know when somebody's, you know, gonna come at you, and I need to be ready for some self-defense. And I feel like this could be it, you know? You feeling that?
Yeah. No, I feel it, man. I feel it, you know. But I gotta pay taxes. Like, the man is on me all the time, you know. I gotta be able to pay them. I can't do 1200, bro. 1750. I'm already taking 1,000 gold loss on it, man. I wanted 27, but I'm being cool. These are like, don't tell the other people in here, but like, these are friend prices. These are like, let's go out to dinner afterwards. You, me, and your friends. Like, we're all just a couple of buddies. Like, I'll kick everyone else out, and we can go for, like, you know, some burgs, some burgs and brewskis. You know, it'd be cool, bro.
Yeah, no, that would be super cool, bro. I just don't have that kind of money right now, you know?
Well,
yeah, no,
like,
it's okay, man. It's okay. I got a lot of
so,
poor
like-
friends. It's cool.
So, like, my man, my buddy.
Yeah, man.
I've already got some great stuff from you today, right? She's
Yeah, man.
my buddy. She's my teammate, right?
Yeah, no,
So
friend
what if-
prices. We're all friends here.
Yeah, great friends already. Immediately, we can kind of just sense it, you know?
I sense it.
We
I
can
sense
sense it. We're
100%, man. 100%.
we're good folk, right?
Yeah.
What if we do 15, right? And you can come to lunch with us, huh? Shut down shop. Come to lunch with us. I'll cover your lunch at the tavern.
I mean, I could buy my own lunch, you know. I appreciate it.
Well,
but
what's
like,
an experience with friends?
go ahead and
Can
roll
you put
persuasion.
a price on that?
Yeah, put a persuasion to it.
$25.
25? Good lord. He's like, go to lunch. Cover it. Okay. Where are we going for lunch, man?
Where do you want to go? We were gonna go meet our other buddies, our other super sweet buds down at
Other
the tavern. Is there
Cool,
somewhere
sweet
else?
buds. All right.
Yeah, we got a couple more buddies.
More bros. Yeah, I mean, like, I can close my store for like a lunch. You know, I can say out to lunch. I can do that. Like, that's no problem. Yeah, man.
You deserve a lunch break.
Do deserve a lunch. Now that you mention it, I've been working really fucking hard. You're right. You know, but I gotta make a profit. I gotta make profit. I gotta make a profit. Could you guys do 16 Handu? You know? Like, you know, I bought it for 15. I can't sell it for that much. I'm already giving you a hell of a deal on it, man.
Count me in for the last 100. I'll shell out for it.
Yeah, no, she's gonna cover it. She'll cover it, yeah. That's fine, bud. That's fine. Gotta make you a little bit of something, you know?
Yeah, no, of course. So he turns and looks at Celeste. He's like, so 1,600 gold pieces gets you that cudgel up there. Yeah, man. And then, well, I'll close up. I'll kick all these bummers right out of my store. We'll lock up, go get some burgies, some brewskis, you know? Have a little afternoon, meet your other friends. I love friends. Friends are dope, you know? You ever just, like, feel that cool energy off of people? It's fucking awesome, man. I feel that with you guys.
It's a vibe, you know?
Bro, vibe.
Celeste.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking vibe.
Oh yeah,
Cheers.
that's.
I hope you don't worry. JJ will start counting out 400 more gold.
400 gold. And Celeste, you have the other 12?
Yeah, I have the other 12. I actually just realized through further discussions in this room
Uh-huh.
that I actually do have the gold. I did not think I had it,
Oh.
so sorry.
You
I
can do
really
that,
did
yeah.
not think I had it. So,
So you're telling us you
I
nat
don't
20 the
know.
deception check?
Has lied to
Raven-
JJ to
Raven-
steal JJ's
JJ
money.
doesn't know.
Somewhere out
They're already manipulating us over. I can feel it.
Somewhere out in the expanse, Morgan is sitting in a break room doing this with her money.
Celeste couldn't stop her. She won.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. All I feel is the stick balancing on my face, balancing with my knee.
Are you like vibing with that stick right now? Because I'm really vibing with my spell book. Like we're really chilling out here.
It could be said
gonna
that,
pull out
that
the
I'm
1200.
vibing.
You pull out the
Put it on the
1,200 in
counter.
stacks. All right.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he counts it out. He takes the 400 from JJ. He's like, "Fine, excellent, my dudes. Absolutely excellent. Let me get you that cudgel first and foremost." He goes and gets you what is effectively a size large mace, is what a cudgel is. And it is made out of this old bone. And he hefts it up, and you see him kind of like, and you see his knees kind of like twist and shake a little bit, and he sets it down on the counter, and it kind of like doof, makes a big heavy sound to it. He goes, "All yours, man."
Sweet. Thanks, dude. Thanks.
Yeah. Be careful with it. Be careful with it.
Good.
You take it and you're like, "Ooh, let's see here. Celeste, you have 18 strength, right?
Yeah.
You meet the bare requirements for lifting this item. But you heft it over your shoulder, and this thing it's a size large weapon, is what it actually comes out to. So it is a cudgel. It deals 2d8 damage. You have to be proficient with maces to use it. And it is a size large, so if you do not have the powerful build that allows you to carry things one size larger, you do swing it with disadvantage, is the downside to it currently, unless you are also size large, which, find that out. And then you'll have to identify it for its other properties, but that's what it does at base.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Orville, I feel like someday soon I'm going to need to learn the enlarge spell.
But after cashing out and kind of handing you this heavy cudgel, he kind of looks around and goes, "All right, let's go get some burgies, guys." He looks out and you can see like there's a couple of like hobgoblins that are like in the shop still. There's a few like dwarves that are still out. He goes, "Hey, everyone, get the fuck out! Like I am Get out of here, man. And like, if he goes, I'm shopping over here. He goes, I don't care what you're come back later. I'm going to lunch with my friends, man. Fuck you, bro. Like, you're just bringing this you're bringing everyone down right now. You are just the fucking worst, man. He's like, fuck you. And you see all of them like kind of march out. He's like, all right, that was pretty easy. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
And I'm dying for a burgie right now. And he goes and like helps, like walks with you guys to exit the shop, turns around, locks it up, flips the sign that says like closed. He's like, oh, I should probably leave like a note, right? Ah, shit. You guys have like paper?
It says closed on the door. I mean,
Well, I mean, like out to lunch, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fuck them.
Oh.
It's okay. Yeah, they care.
I
Who
mean,
cares? Yeah.
it's your shop, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Break in? Self-defense them. And he just like walks away. He's like,
That's it.
where are we meeting our friends?
We're supposed to meet him at the tavern. I'm going to assume that JJ knows that Vel, from watching Vel before, that it takes her quite a while
Yeah,
to do
you're
these
trained Arcana,
spells.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she will do ascending to Orville.
Okay. Cut to as we're getting to the hour mark for where Orville is. Orville is sat, legs crossed on this picnic table, holding this stick, I guess on his nose. That's what he's decided to do. And yeah, the clouds are beginning to roll in, but there's bright sunlight that's kind of peeling down. After about 30 minutes, it seems as if a single ray of sun has kind of found and placed itself directly onto Orville. And this kind of like beam of light begins to encircle and ensnare Orville. After about an hour or so, you begin to feel your body harmonizing and begin to feel a number of things begin to bond and mesh with this this small stick that you have there.
You telling me to vibing with this stick?
You are vibing with the stick. I'm not the weapon dealer anymore. Now I'm the DM. But you begin to feel an extreme burning heat off the bridge of your nose. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Good at those.
I heard.
Uh, 16.
16. You fail. You take a total of 17 points of fire damage. As after an hour, you feel communion with this flame spear, and you feel it start to heat up. And you're like, oh, and you kind of like arch your head back and go to grab it, and you see it burst into flames. Vel, you see this humble walking stick, this like small creature's walking stick, exude this jet of flame as light encircles it, and two twin fires begin to crest and wrap around the blade almost in a corkscrew type fashion, forming what effectively is about as long as a lance, like a reach weapon with a lance, of flames that kind of emanates from the handle of it. Orville, you hold this weapon up, and you have again a kind of like bows at the bottom with these kind of like two dancing motes of fire that encircle up the wooden shaft, and then further still as a core beam of flaming light, pure residual sunlight trailing out of the top of this staff, making it into a full-blown flame lance as you now have it.
Can you turn that off? Gonna attract attention?
You see there's a huge scored burn mark across the bridge of Orville's nose now. Like 3rd degree burns instantly.
Ooh.
You okay?
I will utter the keyword to turn it off.
Okay.
I think it's pure Ignis, right?
Mm-hmm. You kind of like hold it and you say, and you whisper it to it, and you see the two orbs begin to slow, and they begin to fade into the kind of like blackened ashen embers. You see the fire begins to coil and curl down before these two motes kind of turn into two piles of ash and fall at your feet.
Oh,
That was pretty cool.
The burns are not. Orville's gonna like touch his face and try and heal up the skin a little bit.
You have like all through right here, almost like you went to the beach with sunscreen. There's just a line, like a straight burn mark. As if
take
you,
out
like,
and push my healer's kit next to him so he can grab some aloe and
Yeah.
apply.
little bit of pressure point magic heals the damage as you use your healing hands. But yeah, aloe dabbed over this now like hefty looking burn mark where you were keeping this weapon balanced on your nose.
That was a little bit unpleasant, but what is it? Get some aloe on here. Thank you, Val. Be a little bit shiny, a little bit sticky, but ain't nothing we ain't been through before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, the smell of burnt meat and whatnot. I'm starting to get a little hungry.
Oh,
How are
I've
you,
got
Val?
about another hour to finish this one up.
Right. We said we were meeting them back at the tavern, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead. Do you want me to order anything for you so that like food shows up right around the time that you show up and everything's all fine and dandy?
Yeah, whatever sounds good. Whatever everyone's feeling. People that may be vibing for something.
Who knows? Could be anything.
You got it. I'll get you something.
Part of it is her, like, she's like already distracted from the explosions and whatnot and trying to not lose focus on copying the spell. So she's like, but at the same time also, she feels like there's a vibe going on.
Vibe day, man. So with that, JJ, your sending comes through at this point.
Orville, we have a satyr guest for lunch. Not Bucky. Heading down to the tavern. And send.
All right. Goes to you. What do you want to say back, Orville? You have 25 words or less.
Hi, JJ. Vel is gonna be a little late today,
It's 10.
but she's on. See you there soon.
Comes back.
Great.
Don't worry about my burn.
About my burn.
Great. Great. While they're heading down to the tavern, she's gonna try and see if she sees Buddy anywhere.
Yeah. You head back. You guys head back to the lift. As the lift comes up, you wait on the edge. The lift rises and the gate opens. And you look, and Buddy is standing there in what looks like a city uniform, holding the chains for the platform. And he goes, "Are you going? Oh, hi.
Buddy,
Hey, how you doing?
what are you doing, bud?
Well, I wasn't sure if I should go with your group or with Miss Downvey's group, so then I just kind of stayed here, and I couldn't really speak up as you were all talking about each other, and I felt like I overtalked and overstepped my boundaries yesterday. But then the guy who was working here said that he had a lunch break, and that I guess I was the new hire, and I tried to argue with him, but he kind of waved me off. So now I think I have a job to do the lift.
Do you want to be doing the lift? I don't think you
Not
were officially hired.
Yeah, not particularly. But he had a uniform my size, and it's kind of nice.
You ask what the pay was?
Yeah, did you ask what you were getting paid?
No, after yesterday, I felt asking for payment was a bit of a faux pas in my
Hey,
summation.
know your value, man. Like, come on. You got this.
I tried to yesterday, and then earlier today, and then I felt like I kind of overshot that a bit. So
You wanna come get some lunch, buddy?
yeah. Lunch sounds good. Yes.
You wanna switch back into your normal clothes?
I actually quite like it. It's it fits, and there's no smell on it, really.
You know what?
Well, hold
That's
on.
good.
We don't want him to get fired. We don't want Buddy to get fired though on his brand new job. So, like, when's the other guy come back from his shift?
I don't know. He didn't really ask.
How long ago did he leave?
I think he was just taking advantage of Buddy.
Like 20
Oh.
minutes or something? I don't really have a way to denote time. I'm pretty bad about it.
Right.
You know what?
That makes sense.
Buddy, just come to lunch. Just come to lunch.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. Buddy, this is our new friend.
Hey, man.
She'll just gesture to the satyr.
Huh? Oh, yeah, hey, man, nice to meet you. Bro, your name's Buddy, man? That's awesome. That's a sick fucking name, man. Cool. It's actually Bartholomew. He goes, you should stick to Buddy. It's way shorter, way easier. It's more chill, and it's less elven, which is awesome. He's like, but I am an elf.
Buddy,
just-
it's okay.
Oh,
Just
okay.
let him be.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. It's wicked, man. Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Felix. And he goes, oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Felix. That's a proud name you have there. He's like, yeah, man. Yeah, I own a store here, actually. It's pretty cool here in Fort Osen. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, man. Buddy. Dude, we're gonna be best friends, buddy. I get that feeling from you. He's, oh, great. I can't wait to be your friend. I can't, he's like, fuck yeah, man. Felix and Buddy. This is it, bro. This is the beginning of our fucking friendship. And you know what, man? No one is gonna take my fucking friend Buddy away from me. I'm just two peas in a pod. He puts his arm, like you hear like the clip clop, and you look and like this, now that you've seen him from behind the counter, he's in, again, like a big heavy set, like military camo jacket. He's wearing a headband. He's got his curled horns and like his small kind of braid that comes out of the back of his head. But you look now and he is in like cargo shorts with his hooves pointed out the bottom of him. And he's like, kind of just like very much leaned up against Buddy. He's like, so how's this thing work, man? He's like, well, you just pull the chains and then it works on a fulcrum. And he goes, fulcrum? Fuck yeah, bro. Awesome. Know what you're doing, man. Fuck yeah. Own it.
Yeah,
Right.
Buddy's like one of the smartest people I know, aside from Miss Vel. Very smart.
Buddy like looks, like shoots a look at JJ, and there's like this like stare, this like out of body experience, and you just see a tear roll down the side of Buddy's face. He goes, do you mean that, Miss JJ?
I don't really say shit I don't mean.
Thank you.
Let's go downstairs, Buddy.
Okay. He starts leading you guys down. Yeah, you arrive back on the first floor. Felix steps out, and with that, so too like the rest of you. Buddy has this moment of like stopping, like every nice person that holds a door open for people at like a convention, but like doesn't know when to like let go of the door to like go do their own shit. And he's kind of like sitting there, and like as you guys exit, other people are getting on the lift. And he's like, well, you just pull it. And he like walks out of the lift. And a few people just look like really confused and like, are we working our own lifts today? Like, I don't know, Janet, just pull the fucking cord. Like, they just like this thing, like, and they go really slow up. But yeah, you guys all go to the small kind of open aired tavern area, like the small eatery that you guys first had breakfast at. A number of open tables around. You guys find a place. Likely Orville's already sitting at a table by his lonesome at a larger table. Orville, you see everyone in group. Then you see Buddy in a city uniform, like a city like union order form, this kind of like this like gold trim and like nice looking clean, like almost like service uniform. And then you see this satyr in his kind of military camo jacket, it looks like he's kind of wearing like a muscle tank underneath. and there's one on it, and it seems like it's like a depiction of what appears to be like a woman who's kind of like leaned forward. And she very much has like very like pointed eyes. By the looks of it, as you're getting a clear look at it, it seems like she's a Yuan T, and the shirt says "Don't tread on me." But it's with this crazy little like snake woman on it.
At a distance, man. Oh, he got so lost he wound up here and got the city guard involved.
Yeah.
He's gonna cut like quietly, like duck down until they get close.
Yep. And then you
Like,
see them
pop
get
back
close.
up.
JJ waves to you.
Oh, that's why is Buddy wearing the city uniform?
Hello, Orville. Good noonin, Orville.
Good afternoon, JJ. Belle's gonna be a little late here, but she'll be all right.
Do we need to go bring her some food, or?
I told her I'd order her something. She said whatever's clever.
Okay. I think, Mr. Orville, this is our new friend Felix.
Sup, man?
He
howdy there.
owns a shop in town where we got some goods.
Yeah. Some good stuff. And he
But he's a
he points
good
to
dude.
the big cudgel.
He's a good dude. He likes to vibe.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I got you.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Well, Felix, welcome to the table.
Peace and love, brother. Like, what's good? Fucking goblin, man. Fuck yeah, give it here, bro. He goes for a fist bump.
Is this above my head, or is it like down towards my?
He does the thing you're not supposed to do when talking to shorter people, which is he crouches and then does like he almost does it like he kind of like whips it, like the whole whip it move. He kind of like drops his ass and then like whips it forward. He's like, hit it here, brother.
Yeah, I like Mario up B it and like 360 out.
You like, of course, you're a monk. Why not? Oh yeah, you like boop boop, like flip out. He's like, fucking rad, man. Hell yeah. Like, damn, bro. You got springs for legs, brother. Hell yeah. How high can you jump?
We could talk about that outside. I don't feel like
hell yeah, man. We're going for fucking, dude. I am loving this group, man. Fucking likes to buy weapons, buys armor, pro self-defense, pretty chill vibes, down for burgies and brewskis, and now we're gonna go for walkies, bro? Fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I am down for some fucking walkies. Hell yeah, my man. Dude.
Is this man wearing a collar on his neck at all?
Who?
Or a choker-like necklace?
Oh, what, the Felix?
No, yeah.
No. Not wearing a collar.
Okay.
We're not full there. No, we're not full there. So yeah, Felix definitely saddles right up next to Orville. He's like, dude, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Sick moves, man. Sick moves. And like you just see Buddy like sit right next to Felix and go, I guess we're best friends now. He goes, fuck yeah, dude. Best friends, best bros. Hell yeah, man. Bros before hoes. That's what they say. That's what they say. I don't say that because it depends on the host, but like, you know, I don't want to discriminate that in that way or method around people of the female inclination. You know, it's just like, it's kind of like bad to call them that. Because you seem very in tune with what's hip, my good sir. Yes, I will say that you are correct. You should not call women hoes. Because, right, but it's like a saying. If you say it's a saying, I guess it is. He goes, bro, excellent use of wordplay, my guy. I appreciate this guy. This motherfucker, man. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Feeling it. The rest of you guys sitting down?
Yeah.
All right. You, JJ, you hear in your ear after asking, like trying to talk to Vasler in the shop. Vasler is like, has been sitting like looking like an animated, like just like a little puppet on your shoulder this whole time. And kind of like slowly like leans in and goes, we could kill this fucking guy and no one would know.
You're right.
I could just
but
take
I
him
don't
out
think we
back.
can do it. I think he runs too high profile of a shop.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Do you want any lunch? Do you want like a couple of rats? Well, then it kind of works for souls, but it doesn't have to count this time. I just wanted to make sure you had something.
I ate. I ate. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Yeah, I ate.
Great. Good. Awesome.
So you guys sit there. After a while, you see this halfling individual walk up in a greasy apron now and like hair slicked back, and kind of looks and goes, "Oh hey, it's you guys. You came here for my first shift. What can I do you for?" And you see Felix kind of look over and go, "Bro, I got this. I don't normally order for everyone, but man, I'm fucking feeling it. Okay, we'll take a dozen burgies and like 6 pitchers, man. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups, right? 6? Is that we got 6 cups? 7 cups, because you have another friend, right?
Yeah, sure.
Pitchers? I'm sorry.
Yep.
How many pitchers are we?
6 pitchers, right? Like, you know, every bro gets their own pitch, bro.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I feel
Hell
that.
yeah, man. Hell yeah. So 6 of those, a dozen burgies, right? And then you guys have those like little potato fritter things. And they looks at you and goes, "Fries?" He goes, "Yeah, bro. Like, just give us like a sack of fries." Right? Like, do a sack of fries. Yeah, sack of fries, bro. He goes, "All right, sure. You guys want any lettuce, tomato, well done? How do you want your burgers?"
I'll take mine pretty on the rare side,
So you
sir.
guys want cheese? No cheese? He said, "Just do them up proper, man. Just do run them through the fucking garden, bro. What are you asking questions for? Fucking burgie's a burgie, bro." He goes, "Right, all right. You know what? You fucking right. All right. You know, you're fucking right. All right. You guys want pitches, drinks? That's what you want. Fucking drink. Okay, yeah, okay, fuck." And you see this like halfling just like go back. He goes, "Hey, I need a dozen dead cows on buns, and I need 6 pitchers of your brew." You hear this Goliath go, "Got it." Like puts the ticket up on the window, slides it over, and you start hearing on the stone grill as they start. This Goliath chef starts cooking up a dozen burgers and starts filling these big heavy pitchers of ale to bring to the table. And you see Felix and be like, "I feel good about that. Like nobody wanted a salad anyway, right?"
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, I think these these group of individuals, I should say, really cool customers. They came through a while ago, bought up a lot of my like sundry stuff, like, bulk excess stuff. And man, they ordered fucking chicken for lunch, bro. Like, who eats chicken sandwiches, bro? Like, who does that?
No, who does do that?
Yeah, man, chicken burgies ain't burgies. I'm telling you that right now.
Were they like elves?
No, they were
no?
rock and rollers, man. Fucking
Beefy boys?
yeah, Teef boys, Tiefling boys. Yeah. Bunch of cool cats, cool customers, man. Yeah, we're buying a bunch of crates of just garbage metal I had laying around and stuff. Super sus, man. But you guys seem cool. Like, you guys just bought like normal kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's a couple high ticket items. Pretty good stuff.
Right.
So like how many tieflings?
I mean, how many tieflings? Like,
Yeah. Did you guys have lunch together like we are? Or
yeah,
you guys,
they
like,
ordered
friends
chicken
now?
sandwich. No, I'm not like their friend. They had an order I had to fill. That was the hard part.
Oh.
Yeah, I ended up having to talk to Ferreira. Have you met Ferreira?
You know what? We did. We
Oh,
went to
yeah.
Ferrero's shop before coming to yours, and I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
dude.
you're so much cooler.
Bro, thank you. God, fucking,
The vibes were
Dude,
just so much better in
fuck
your shop
yeah.
than Ferrero's.
You know-
Like, just fucking lit, you know?
I knew I felt purple vibes, man. Maybe I got to reconsider purple vibes, bro. Like,
I'm
'cause,
telling
like,
you, like, they're where it's at.
yeah, man. I just,
Yeah, man, he's a dour little sad cloud of a person, man. I don't know how he does it. Like, yeah, you know, we all saw war, you know, we all saw conflict, but like, bro, you can't live in the past, and you can't hold on to these grudges, bro. They like weigh you down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, man.
He's all like, oh, I got fucking exiled. And I'm like, bro, we're all exiled from somewhere, my guy. Like, fucking get over yourself. Like, everyone's got their fucking problems, man. You know, don't rub it in people's faces. That's not other people's problems, man.
I mean, like, I didn't even know he got exiled, you know? Like, that's not really, like, fighting a war, you know? You just got exiled. Like, for
Yeah,
all we know,
man.
he just robbed a bank and he got exiled, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
killed a prince, but yeah, man, same thing. Rob
oh,
a
yeah,
bank,
cool,
you know,
cool,
whatever,
cool,
man.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Killed a
What prince did he kill?
Huh?
Prince did he kill? The one up in East Kander? Was it recent?
What? I don't know, man. What's East Kander? Is that different from West Kander?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never been up there. You can ask him about it. He talked about it over drinks one night. I thought he was real cool because he got drunk at the bar, and so we were slapping some brewskis down, and dude can drink. Fucking bro can drink, man. But yeah, he's crying into his cups about making mistakes in his life or whatever. Normal sad guy stuff. And just really just killed the whole fucking mood, man. Like, but you guys seem tight, buddy. You seem fucking bro. Awesome vibes from you, man. He goes, yes, and you are equally as vibed as you would say. He goes, yeah, man. Little strange way to say that, but like I feel you on that. There's a connection here. So, yes, a spotty connection, but yes, connection. Yes. He goes, yeah, man. Yeah. Check your services and stuff. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Totally, man. Totally. You see like all the glasses, like these like cold glasses get sat down in front of you, and these very much like chipped and cracked big pitchers of ale all get sat around the table. It's like, fuck yeah, dude, pitchers. Fuck yeah, brewskis. And yeah, you guys have a pretty good lunch as you guys start waiting for burgers and fries and beer. Is there anything you guys want to do before Vel jumps back in?
Not
Light up some fireworks, shoot some guns in the air.
Pew, pew,
See how
pew,
we
pew,
have-
pew, America, pew, pew. Yeah, simple as Val, you rejoin the group. You come in after finishing your scribing. No sooner do you like close your book than like on your way back to the fort, it starts pouring. Just a sheet of rain drops down. You barely make it out without getting drenched. But yeah, you find yourself back in. You see your group sat around a number of like pitchers of different levels and varieties. Food and stacks of burgers all over the place, spatterings of fries on different people's plates, and you see this satyr just having a good old blast, and you see a rather tipsy at this point Bartholomew, who's like, yes, JJ.
She's just gonna wave at Vel.
Where's
as
Vel?
Just to, yeah. She'll make introductions and whatnot.
I walk over to the table.
All right. You have yourself a seat. You see Felix the Satyr, Buddy wearing the city uniform, like the city union uniform. And Buddy is like on their like second beer, and they're like, oh, the more that you talk, Mr. Felix, the more that I understand you. You are a marvelous individual. He goes, bro, I feel the same about you, man. Like, you're great. Hey, you're new. Hi, what's up? I'm Felix. And he reaches all the way over the table in front of a few other people, like, not really having any personal space. Like, yeah, almost takes out Orville's head. He's like, nice to meet you.
Hello, Velithil. You can call me Vel.
That is a long fucking name. Okay, cool, sweet.
That's why we go by Vel.
Vel, fuck you, Vel, buddy. Chill fucking elves today, man. Fuck yeah. No titles, no bullshit, no fucking up, down, left, and center name. Fuck yeah, Vel, fuck yeah, that's like 3 letters. Yeah, nice to meet you, Vel. I am Felix. I own a store. Your friends met me after buying some self-defense stuff,
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. We got burgies, we got brewskis, we got everything here, you know?
Wonderful. It's delightful to meet you, Felix.
Yeah, hey, delightful to me, delightful. Fuck yeah, that's a good word, delightful, yeah. Delightful. And you see Buddy go, I knew it. Knew you guys would, as Mr. Felix says, vibe on that. Miss Dowenvey is rather great. She saved me from my last occupation. Goes, no shit, fucking dope, yeah, man. What were you doing? Like, like working in the coal mines or something, brother? He's like, no, I worked at a children's restaurant / eatery ice cream shop. He goes, whoa, sick, bro. Fuck yeah, ice cream for kids. That's a rough gig, man. It's like, yes, I hated my life every single day, actually, but I couldn't find any other work, so and now that I think about it, yeah, I did that. And he like drinks, and you immediately see like sad guy at the party who got drunk kind of vibes coming off from Buddy.
But guess what? Now, buddy, you're with us, having adventures, meeting
Yeah.
people like Felix, vibing.
Yeah, bro, come on, man. He kind of like elbows Buddy, and Buddy's like, oh yeah, no, I get that. He's like, hey man, you want a little pick me up, bro? And he reaches in, he pulls out his pipe. He's like, oh, what?
Buddy is but he can't for health reasons, unfortunately. It's a sad story. It's just it won't be too good for him.
For health reasons, bro. Okay, that's a weird one. And he looks at Buddy, and Buddy is like staring at the pipe, and it's just like, yeah, no, terrible constitution, I'm afraid. Yeah. And like kind of shifts uneasily in their seat and moves a little bit further away from Felix as Felix relights his pipe and starts kind of like puffing a cloud at the table and like spraying it up in the air like a dragon. He's like, how about you, little green dude? You in?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, you guys have lunch. Anything else you guys want to do?
Nothing in particular for JJ.
All right. Everyone else?
Good to go.
Good to go? Vel?
Unless anyone has any requests of me to identify anything, or
I mean, yeah. Well, JJ will show her coat off because ooh, fancy Aurelian coat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got this armor stuff. I don't know if you recognize it or anything, or even if Buddy recognizes it. But I found it at Felix's shop.
would I have any history on the ranking of garb that this is or something?
Sure.
It's military.
You look it over. It seems like a banded suit of leather armor, like leather mail. You can see that there are very small inscriptions that run the length of the leather in its current form. You know it. Yeah, I mean, you guys are both trained in Arcana. This is a fairly common to like more rare, like maybe probably like leaning towards the rare side, but pretty affordable. You note this to be glamored, studded leather. So for anyone who doesn't know, while wearing the armor, you can use a bonus action to have the armor assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or any other kind of armor that you'd like. You decide what it looks like, including color, style, and accessories, but the armor retains its normal bulk and weight. The illusionary appearance lasts until you use the property again or until you remove the armor yourself.
It's quite the handy thing.
Nice.
Pick a new style every day.
Yeah, just gotta wash it. Remember to wash it. Cool.
So you relayed that to her? it does.
The pair of them kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, like we're kind of just
Okay.
having a conversation,
Okay.
saying what it does. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to show Vel what I bought. See if she can tell me anything. Look what I got. Look.
That's very big.
I thought it was a great purchase, personally. JJ, we'll have to have a sidebar conversation later, okay?
So that's fun.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But Vel, do you know anything about this?
That looks like a club. Is it magical or something unique that I could maybe? I've got a bit of knowledge on a few things. If there's anything pertinent about it, otherwise it'll take me about 10 minutes to identify it. Like maybe
I
a
mean-
name associated.
No, I don't know name, because honestly, when he said it, I didn't know anything about what he was talking about. So
Right.
He calls it the Tooth of Cragmaw.
Cragno. Okay. Well.
you know
History.
anything about who that
Yeah,
is? Because
go
I
ahead
don't.
and- Go ahead and roll it.
I join in on
Yeah,
this as
can I
well.
join in that too?
Yeah, whoever would like to can. JJ,
20.
Nat 20. Okay. Vel.
24.
Okay. And Orville.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Orville, no fucking clue, man.
Oh, we're drinking.
At
We're
this point, every so often, Felix looks at you, Orville, and is like, "Bro, race you to the bottom," and then starts chugging from the glass, and just keeps trying to get people to play like drinking games. He's like, "Hey, dude, copper pot." And he sets a copper coin on the table, and it's literally just like playing nickels, but with a copper coin. And it's just anything that this satyr can do to keep people drinking and eating is what this satyr does. JJ and Vel, both of you are kind of familiar with the story. Vel, you remember this creature being like before your time, but still being like a menace and a story that was taught in like history classes throughout the Aurelian Kingdom. Kragna was a monstrously oversized purple worm that was said to have feasted upon the essence of the earth itself. And there is a not completely disproven rumor that the natural occurrence of this monstrous creature that ravaged most of the southern Aurelian area was a failed experiment from the Yuan-Ti tribes. But no one ever really proved that was true, and no one ever really proved it wasn't true. Everyone just remembers it tearing through the countryside, killing small villages, devouring entire like farms whole, and more or less causing a ruckus until people, Weaver's Chosen, eventually slew it and brought it down. People think it was a holdover from the Great Last Calamity that just happened to make its way very far south and completely away from the kind of the scored lands that it should kind of be home to. It was an anomaly, and it was a menace for quite a long time and had a reign of terror spanning about a year and a half, but enough that people teach it in schools as being like the terror of the South.
About how long ago was that?
At this present time, about 200, maybe 250 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah. JJ, you innately, as soon as you hear it again, you're like, shit. And you start humming the tune. You remember there is a long bardic song, like a sonnet, that was done to Kragna. And it was like Kragna, the Terror of the South. And it kind of plays a little bit like kind of like the old MacDonald in a sense. But it's like, Kragma came and killed a town, do. And like, that's kind of like the theme of it. And it's like, and it ate a cow there and it ate 2 cows here. There's a horse. Now it's all gone. Like, and it's like this whole like ancient song about this terrifying overgrown purple worm that was a massive segmented creature that just devoured tons of shit and had a row and a maw of teeth that encircled and tore through solid stone, metals, buildings, people, everything. So yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the pair of them probably inform you of this, Celeste.
Yes.
And
yeah,
is
that's cool.
is it Naw or Maw? Is it like directly named the same as the city?
Mhm, it's named after the city, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Does it have any magical properties?
You just asked that flat out.
Yeah.
You see Felix go, I don't know, bro. I don't check that stuff, man.
Just let me finish this burger, because I'm really hungry.
Take your
And
time.
then I'll check
Just
it.
take your time. Like you've had a lot going on today. Just take your time. You know, we're vibing here, right?
Oh, man.
Right, Felix? We're just vibing.
Bro, vibing,
Oh.
man. Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, we're vibing. God, love you guys. Fuck, is that weird to say? Sorry. Ugh. Love you guys, though. You guys are great. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Okay, dude.
Buddy at this point is like full on like third, fourth glass and is like, no, I work for Weaver's Show. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here. Kobold is scary. I'm going to be murdered in my sleep. And like it's just like doom spiraling really bad into his beer. But yeah,
Would you consider drunk a condition?
drunk is 100% a condition, of course. Yeah,
It's called poisoned.
poisoned. Yeah, the poison condition.
Can JJ just give him a little tap on the shoulder and a little less arresto?
On Buddy. Yeah, you like tap on Buddy's shoulder and you like sing a kind of soft hymn, like you speak the magic words for Lesser Resto and like kind of rub the middle part of Buddy's back, and you see this like like come to Jesus moment. The pupils move back out and like recalibrate. You see him go, oh, life is worth living. Oh my God.
You seemed a
What?
little
What?
you seemed a little down, buddy.
What?
You seemed a little down and in your head.
What did you do to me?
I just made you not so drunk anymore.
Oh my God.
Just a little
Okay.
zap back.
No,
You're
we're good.
good.
And he like
You're good.
pushes the beer away from him. He's like, "Oh, you effectively have cast a spell that has hit his body with like just a shot. Like you just hit him like full force, just drunk in a stupor into like boom, like stone cold sober instantly." And yeah, no, this elf is like, "Whoa, okay." Like a big head rush probably follows that as well.
You'll
All
be
right, well,
okay, bud.
No, I'm good now. Yes, I am with it, and thank you, Mr. Felix. He goes, yeah, man, anytime, bro. Like, yeah, man. You seem like good people. It's like, I am a good person. Yes, thank you. Just, try, like dust off his new uniform.
That might be the best.
But yeah. So with that, anything you guys want to do before we call it a wrap?
After I finish this burger, I'll cast Identify on the...
All right. On the tooth.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you go Cragmile's cudgel. You roll your pearl over it at the dinner table or at the lunch table. Felix is like, whoa. Oh, Vel, are you like a fucking mage or something?
Yes, I am.
Whoa, fucking sick, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, I can't wait to see how magic is so cool. And just kind of like sits there like excited and like cheerses and stuff, and like it's kind of like picking at the fry crumbs.
But don't have a bad trip when you see... I can get a little freaky, but it's fun.
Bro,
You'll see.
Bro, we can all get freaky, bro. Like, how weird do you want to get, you know? Like,
There's going to be like a shadowy specter over my shoulders in a second. Don't worry about him.
word. Fuck yeah, dude. That's like a fucking feeling, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, sure enough, 10 minutes pass. You see this like Vel's shadow kind of goes long and eerie. You see it kind of bubble and like pustulate out, and these like blackened orbs slowly rise out of her shadow and form this like looming dark presence of a hooded creature that reaches its long kind of gnawed fingers on Vel's shoulders and leans in close. And you hear, yes, Velithil Downvey.
It appears this is Kragmar's cudgel, or one therein of. A curious weapon from a bygone age, forged from the very teeth of the purple-wormed menace itself. It's said to contain within it great and unspeakable essence of the beast itself. If able to be wielded effectively, it would make a strong weapon for any to put over its shoulder. But for those unable to do so, it is but decoration. More than likely, and from what your magic myself can see, it would appear that the cudgel, as it is now, is invoked by Scrimshaw of some kind. Should a true hit be scored with it, I could see some of that residual acidity and carving nature befall whatever poor creature is hit by it. Truly a dangerous, marvelous weapon, and one that still seems to linger with the presence of a legendary creature. How curious. This has been a use of the Identify spell.
And he vanishes back into your shadow.
Pretty cool, right?
You all, like, what you guys hear it as, this, like as it's, like, sitting there whispering these chapped lips into Vel's ear, you're just hearing, like, this, like, hissing, like, the whole time. Like, just these hissing whispers as Vel is, like, fed this information from this, like, shadowy creature.
Anyways, so yes, this is indeed what you said it was, and it still holds the great power and essence from the creature. It seemed that a particularly effective blow from this weapon could cause a great deal of additional pain. The exact mechanics of that,
I'll send it.
yeah. So I'll explain just the functionality of it to you before you have to do anything with it. But yeah.
So yeah, it is a two-handed cudgel. It is size large, so you either need powerful build to wield it without disadvantage, or you need a minimum of 18 strength to wield it with disadvantage on your attack rolls. It is considered to be of a legendary creature, so it is considered to be, for the purposes of overcoming damage resistance, it is considered to be a magical weapon. It deals 2d8 base damage for what it does, and if a critical hit or a true hit is scored with it, it deals an additional 3d8 acid damage. And that's what it do.
Just make note of myself as maybe another spell I'll have to take to help you with your size problem with it. It's a thing I can fix, though. Well, temporarily.
I think I can fix it too, a little bit.
Oh, do you know that one?
Yeah, I do actually. I can finally use it.
Oh, wonderful. I'll still probably try and learn it eventually. I also want to learn that little hut one, because I can do that as a ritual once I learn that one.
Oh shit.
You all are talking like I just. How long will that last? When I just poof.
JJ kind of thinks back in her head. You'll be large for like a minute or so. Which, if you're fine, a minute's a long time. It's a really long time.
Yeah,
That's a lot of times to hit something.
It's kind of cool, bro, because, like, a lot of people tell you that a minute is not that long, but if it's a good minute, it's a pretty fucking choice. Like, I've never had
all the feels.
Yeah, man.
Good long minute. Yeah,
Yeah,
all those
bro.
feels that happen in that long minute.
They say that in a minute you can reach up and touch someone's heart. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you need.
It's very poetic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I'm a poet, I guess, you know, in a way. You know, I sell solutions to people's problems in a way a poet might. Yeah, I could say that.
Who are you, Dionysus?
Oh man. What's the song? I'm feeling devious, you're looking glamorous. Let's get
Yeah.
mischievous and polyamorous, bro. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Fucking marriage is a prison that people get locked into, man. Fuck yeah. Just don't do it ever, bro. Like, fuck. Like, big mistakes, guys. Yeah. Yeah. This is brought to you by Felix, not by me. Please get married and have kids. But yeah, so with Identify Cast, lunch had, and shopping more or less complete, unless everyone else is looking for anything in particular.
Aside from if Morgan needs to message you if she wants to.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with Morgan for that.
I need an adjustable baby carrier thing.
A baby Bjorn?
Yes, I need an adjustable one.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, you'll have to look for that. That's another thing.
She will look for it.
I just
after
need
lunch.
4th level spells,
lunch,
and I can
okay.
get Fabricate. We can redesign it every time you need it. It'll be perfect.
Sure. Yeah, if that's something you want to look for, we can do that before we call it a day. If you want to go and handle that, where do you want to go for it? You can go like the general store would sell you leather. If you're looking just among the local market here on the first floor, there's a number of people that might have various ability to do so, but that's up to you.
Yeah, she'd find something to make do with.
Okay. So yeah, if you're just looking for something to make do with, easy as easy does. Here on the first floor, there's a number of like tradesmen that'll sell like leather scrap and like strip that's just been like procured. If you want to do it yourself, it would probably run you about like 2 gold in materials. If you want to have someone do it for you, probably about 5 gold, and they could make you a little like wrapped double arm child harness that Vasler could sit in. If you would like to do that.
Yeah, she'll pay 5 gold for that.
Okay. Yeah, you do it up. It's very simple. It's just like a handful of about 6-7 straps. Just like a nice little like triangle design where his little clawed toes can stick out the bottom. And then these kind of like the harness kind of wraps over the front and kind of like buckles in the middle. And it's just like little studs back and forth. On the very back, there is a clip stud that just like latches into place. So you can take it on and off. But yeah, you can wear it in the front or the back, either way. But yeah, you set it up and you put Vasler in it. He's like, oh, and he like sits and he's like, I approve of this.
Yep, I'll put you on the back side so you don't get slashed up when the time comes.
All right. Onward. Points. So yeah.
Could Orbital also pick up some leather scraps to get some new hand wraps going?
Sure. Yeah, you just want to like enough to like wrap around your knuckles. Up to you. So do you just want to look for leather straps, or are you looking for actual monk weapons?
Just leather straps for the hands.
Yeah. So for the hands, probably about the same thing. You can probably find the straps for about 2 gold. Leather working here for something custom, about 5 gold. If you just want to make like 2 little leather gauntlets, like just like fisticuffs.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. All right. You are no longer at risk of having your hands melted if you ever punch an ooze. So good shit on that. Important things to consider. All right. But yeah, so that is where we will call it here, I think. If there's nothing else to do, I don't think so. Yeah, let's raid somebody. We should always be raiding. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, hell yeah. I like this person. This person's cool. This is Soph. Soph is super cool. So treat them very, very nicely. And by treat them nicely, I mean, if you're a subscriber to the channel, make sure you use your goblin emotes. We will steal someone's shoes here on Twitch. Somebody has shoes on Twitch. We will find them and steal their shoes. Goblin army, assemble. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's kind of nicer to do like just role play and shopping and some basic stuff. Some people are like, those are the boring episodes, but I feel like we've done 1 in 37 episodes, so get off my back about it. That's just how it's gonna have to be. Next time when we meet, we'll be likely rounding the troops up, heading off to Fort Pale, and continuing on with the story of the Seekers of Gulanti. But yes, we'll see you guys next time. And as always, we'll see you next Monday. Peace out.